What's up, everybody? This is Shinjiro from Travis Reading Fight Club, joined as always by Kelly Drifter. What's up, Kelly?
Hello, hello.
What's shaking, man? I've been
Oh
dealing with like dead
man,
animals at my house. I don't know about you.
I've been keeping an eye on the internets,
On the
for
interwebs.
for
Yeah.
things. Yep, man. What a lot.
Yeah, I had it.
I
So
thought we had
to
another
keep,
chill show, but
yeah, to get everyone caught up. So I had I guess a stray cat knocked down a bird's nest in one of the trees in front of my house. That was like 2 days ago. And that was a bummer. I was like, oh, I found the eggs on the ground and everything. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. And then this morning, I opened my back door, let some light in, or actually drew the curtains. So I have a big glass door. And oh, look,
mhm.
there's a dead possum.
Actually, that he wasn't just playing possum.
No.
That's the case.
And I did at first,
Ah,
like, well, let's close this curtain and come back in like half an hour, see if he's still there. Right?
uh, like you surprised the possum getting out of the shower, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, right? So, you know, open the curtain. Nope, still there.
still there.
All right. Went
Oh,
back around the other side of the house, so I don't, in case he freaks out and runs in, don't want to freak out and run into my house. So I went around the long way, right? Approached
yeah.
cautiously, not moving, and you could smell it. I was like, oh,
Oh,
yeah. Kind of poked him, flipped him over, stiff as a rock. I'm like, yep, he did.
damn.
It was big one too.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know. I mean, there's possums in my neighborhood, so I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why he chose to die on my like back porch and not hidden somewhere. But hey,
It's,
I thought maybe the stray cats got to him or something, but didn't see any like cat damage. So I don't know.
oh, okay.
Very strange. Very strange.
Yeah.
So all that fun stuff out of the way. Let's get this party started. It is May 5th. Or no, sorry, May 28th.
Wow.
It's 5th, May 5th. May 28th, 2026. There you go. We're doing the wave again, just for all of our all the Giants fans out there who love the wave. I still don't know what that's all
Mm,
about, why they hate it so much, but whatever. The fun, please. So
let them hate. Yeah.
I guess we'll kick us off real quick here. Let's talk about the our video this week, which was your 2026 Series One Jumbo Box.
Yes, the box that took forever for me that I got back in like February
Yeah,
or whatever it
well, me
dropped, and
too. I mean, I
then
had the hobby, right? So which is the video for
yeah,
next week. But I was like pleasantly surprised too because I remember like we talked about this too. It's like, oh, is this going to be another one of those like you still never get an auto streak?
mm,
You did get
it was
one.
guaranteed. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you did get one. It wasn't anything spectacular, but hey,
mhm. Hey, an auto's an auto.
right? Take what you can get.
Yep, yep.
But it's actually
And
a pretty
hate.
cool box. Kind of typical for Jumbo. Mostly base. But
Hmm.
a lot of cool stuff in there. Some cool inserts. I think got the Otani. What's that gold card again? Oh, what the hell was it called?
Black is it black
Not
gold?
black gold.
No.
Is it? It looks like the sun. Remember?
Yeah.
Was it black gold? I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's cool
No.
looking. And spoiler
Yeah.
alert: his Jumbo ended up better than my hobby box did.
Well,
But
I only paid twice as much for it for that to happen,
right? It better be better.
right?
I'll be mad if it isn't. Yeah,
Uh,
it was pretty good stuff. It was a cool box. I think because it's so long since Series One came out, probably not surprise anybody, but we had a good time. We
hmm.
definitely got some cool cards out of it. So hope everyone
Yeah.
will check that out. And let's kind of let's get her moving because we have a lot to discuss today. So let's not linger too
Oh
long.
yeah.
So hobby releases that we saw. Tier one. This is actually last year's box because they don't have a picture of this year's box up. But
The
we did get
Queen
to see
Bee?
some of the cards, and it's very tier one ish. Essentially
Mhm.
everything's going to be numbered to various levels. Some aren't. I think it's like one base card, and the rest are like autos or relics. It's
Dang.
another one of those like big ticket boxes that you and I will not be buying. This is a little
Mhm.
out of our wheelhouse there. But
Range, yeah.
I was telling you the other day that I am a fan of Tier 1, specifically because I love to buy up all the base singles for really cheap.
Oh, yeah.
And all the autos of like quote unquote no name players, right? Like I picked up a Max Muncy Tier 1 auto a couple years back for like $20. And I got a Walker Bueller for like
Yeah.
20 also, or something like that, 25, I forget it was. And actually, I got the Walker Bueller. I think I bought that one like after they had won the World Series, even with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his car was still only like 20, $25. So, definitely not something I recommend to people buy unless you have that kind of money lying around. It's like, you know what?
Sheesh. Yep.
I got
Yep.
money to
You
burn.
definitely want
Yeah.
to save that cheddar for some
I'm,
other product.
I'm a
But
gambling man. I mean, I think it is cheaper than what was the other one we talked about the other day where it's like one card for $1,500?
oh, dang it, what was it?
I forget what that was, but yeah, it's. I think it should be cheaper
Yeah.
than that at least. I don't know. I haven't seen pricing yet. I could be wrong.
Right.
It could cost even more
True.
for all we know.
Uh-huh.
So let's go to some non-baseball hobby news, which we don't do too often, but still fun to do. And this is for those of us who've seen. We do open the Hololive official card game now and then, and this is something I spotted the other day in regards to the Enchant Regalia set, which I think is the third set.
Yeah. You can still find it, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
still
like
available.
it's.
Yeah, it's not rare, or not out of print. But what was interesting was when I was kind of browsing, looking at what the new set was going to be, I saw this little post by them, and so these cards are actually exclusive to the English release, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, well, we're not used to that, like getting special treatment on a Japanese product.
Yeah.
It's like this is new to us. So we got the Narissa SEC, which is like the foil auto, I guess. Are SEC the foil auto in this set? Yeah, that is a foil auto in this set.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then you got this S rarity. I forget what that card's called. That card type. I think it's like an action card or something. I forget. I gotta look at the rules again. For Veralra, that's a cute little illustration. I like it.
It's like an event or something, maybe.
I forget what they're called.
Or
Yeah, I keep getting my wires crossed with Weiss.
yeah. When you were telling me about it, I was like, "Oh, Weiss put something," and you're like, "No, not Weiss."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
"Which Hololive?" And
yeah,
you're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, it's something else." So
yeah. I always get my wires crossed seeing this and Weiss. It's the same company, you know.
mhm.
Thankfully, we don't play their other games like what is it, Union Arena, and what was it Union Arena was one.
It's the dragon one.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. They have like 3 or 4 different games.
Yeah.
Uh, the other thing that I that kind of sucks about the whole idea of Postal Card Game, really the only thing that sucks about it, because it's a pretty cool set, is the fact that it pretty much means we're never going to get another Weiss Whole Life set ever again,
Oh.
right? Because as long as we
Wait,
have
so
this, they're not going to have double product, right?
yeah. So it's one new well, it's one English variation in each of those products.
Yeah,
Wow, that's cool.
yeah. It's pretty sweet, right?
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks, Bushy Road
right?
slash cover.
Yeah. And then the other set coming out soonish is this one. Very difficult to read. Those who have listened to us in the past know that I am a typography nerd. Yeah, this is illegible, but
What did we say that it was? Something
it's supposed to be
Vermillion.
yeah Ayakashi Vermillion.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's illegible, but the cards are cool. So they give us a preview of those.
Yeah,
Here's some of the Oshi cards that they were showing.
yeah. That's
Depending who your
those
fave
are really
is.
nice.
I don't see
Yeah,
Autofist around here for you, so we won't be having that.
I know. Boo. Well, that's too new.
Yeah,
That's
well
too
the
new.
rat's on here though, so you do get a
Yeah,
rat, and you got Rora if you like big
Bales.
cats. So
Bales is half of no.
hmm?
I was gonna say he's half of hentai purple on here, but no, right?
No, no. Hentai Purple was a previous set. Remember that was the.
Yeah,
I think we have that video coming up. Oh, what the hell's the name of that set? That has Laplas. And I want to say Okayu was in the second set. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up again. These sets are coming out surprisingly fast.
I know, right?
Yeah, and
Hard
then
to keep up with.
on top of that, we found out this is also announced that in September this year they're going to have a Hololive Summer Booster Pack or box, I guess, whatever these are. And it ain't summer without Marine, so might be something to look into.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was weird when you pointed this out because I think they had originally had one for Weiss before,
Yes,
right?
there was a like summer only premium booster for Weiss.
Mhm. So I don't know if they'll. I mean, it'll be cool if they have another one of those
Well, what's
for
interesting
Weiss as
about this
well.
one though is like at least from what I saw in the preview, they're only
Mhm.
calling out these three characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm wondering like is it an actual set or is it really just like individual packs or I'm not sure what the
Huh.
whole deal is with
Well,
this
that's
one.
weird.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait for more information. I think they have another like summer announcement press conference thing coming up soon, so hopefully they'll give
Right.
us they'll give out more details at that point.
Yeah. Well, they also have the convention, right? Soon,
Yeah,
I think.
that's what I mean. The Bushi Road, whatever that thing's called. You kind of go over the releases for the summer in news.
Mhm.
Though I did see on their website too that they were there's been like a ton of like tournaments and things planned for this year for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like I guess they're at least from Bushi Road's perspective, the whole live original card game has been pretty popular.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's still weird that it's hard to find at LCSs, but
Well, yeah.
considering how generally popular Whole Life is, right?
Mhm.
But you know, it is what it is. We'll keep buying our boosters here and there, and hopefully it takes off and continues to do well. So moving on, we got ourselves into a little bit of trouble this week or last week, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Sunday, I
Yeah, let's see. It was
guess.
Sunday was when it really went down. That's right, everyone. Me and Kelly have re-entered Eorzea. We're playing Final Fantasy 14 again.
No.
Now, some background for those who don't know us or know our video game or Final Fantasy 14 experience. I played 11, me being Shinjiro, and I also played the original 14, which was the one that died a miserable death and then got reborn into 2.0, right? So I am a legacy player, and I played for probably 8 years, something like that.
Hmm.
For taking a break, and then I jumped on again, which is when you played. You and our other friend Fish, we all played together for a while, and
Yeah.
then we both kind of stopped playing for like what 2 years after that at some point.
Oh man. Well, I know. No, I have. I mean, I haven't played for. Uh, I think. I think the last time I played was maybe right before everything
Unfairy?
got shut down. So it's been at least
Maybe everything
6
got shut
years,
down.
like, for the pandemic. I didn't play
Oh,
during the
2020. Has it
pandemic.
been that long for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I kept playing at that after that for a while with another character I created on the ferry
Mhm.
server, which is a lot of fun. I inadvertently got invited to an LGBTQ, mostly trans free company, and they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was like our that was because you were on a different server other than that one, right?
Yeah,
Or were you okay.
yeah. So I was playing with you guys, and then you guys stopped playing, and
Mhm.
then actually no, you guys we were on ferry. That's right, we were already on
Yeah,
that
we were on
server,
fair. Mhm.
and then so I was like, you know what? I haven't done anything with a legacy character from the Japanese server, so I transferred it over just to
Yeah.
play with it and see what happens. And that's how I ended up meeting a bunch of people because they noticed the legacy tattoo.
Oh, okay.
So we just started like Sunday, pretty much, right? Was that Sunday when we started
Yeah.
playing again? So we're not too
Mhm.
deep into it yet. It's like riding a bike. We kind of remember everything, and yet
Yeah.
everything's very different at the same time. It's kind of crazy,
Super different.
right?
Yeah, everything, like, sped up, like, things that used to take forever to get to or, like,
Like content
they're
wise,
almost, like,
yeah,
yeah, like, handed to you.
yeah.
It's kinda crazy.
We're leveling up crazy fast, you know. Like I felt like it. I feel like it took me like a month to get my chocobo in the original 2.0 release, and now we got it in like 2 days. You know?
Yeah, I wanna say, like, I felt the same way too, like, it almost felt like forever to get him, like, it was part of, like, what's it called? Like, the jump-in process, get basically, like,
Yeah.
to
Well,
like,
I do
you
remember
have
that
to run you have to run around.
they had really removed like 80% of the main story quests to streamline
Mhm.
everything. So there's a lot more delivery missions and talk to random people and solve people's problems like someone stole my laundry, you know.
Yeah,
My child is lost. Stuff like that. So that all got removed to make the game quicker. Um and that's fine. People might think that sucks, but you gotta remember that this game is what did we say it was? 2009?
think so.
Yeah, so 15 years old at this point,
Like
17 years
that.
old. Um no, 2.0 was 2013, I think. Yeah, so that's 13 years old too, just for 2.0. And at this point, there's 10 years plus of content to go through to catch up. So,
Mhm.
and there was a lot of like fluff missions, right? Because they did that initially, which a lot of games do, just to make the story progression longer. So you're not just listing through all your story and you're done in like a week, right?
Yeah.
Because after like years or months of developing an expansion for everyone to finish it in the first week, that's not what they
Yeah.
want. And then here's a little preview of what we look like now. And you're a furry, so Andrew McCutcheons wants to know your location. And I'm a cat girl. Everyone's like, really? Like, yes. Because as I always said,
Classic.
MMORPG stands for mostly men online role playing as girls. I don't really role play though. I just play for fun. So, anyways, it's a lot of fun. Expect some updates. I don't
Mhm.
know that we'll stream this game because honestly, I think it might be kind of boring to watch us just do missions
Yeah.
and fumble our way through the game. But we'll probably have updates and whatever silliness we're up to. I know the 14 has a very strong community, so you never know. We might run to somebody. We're also trying to get some of our other friends to help back on with us. We'll see how that works out,
Yeah, hopefully they get the hint.
right? Yeah, we keep
Yeah.
on bombarding. It's like, hey, look what we did today. Or here's some more Final Fantasy 14 memes. We'll just have to kidnap them next time FanFest is somewhere in SoCal or
Yeah.
Vegas. I think was one year
I
we
still
played
can't
it.
believe, yeah. I can't believe, like, how, I can't believe they're still having them and they're really successful
I can't believe
in
there's three a
throwing
year.
them. Like, yeah, that okay, that's the crazy part
At
too,
least
is
be
that
one a year, right?
yeah, because they have one in for, like, each server area, right? Like Europe, America, and Japan?
Yeah, it used to
Or
just
is it
be one a year, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
And it was either North America or Japan, right?
Yeah,
And then they started adding like two a year because they wanted Japan and North America, because those are the two largest player bases. And then they added Europe because Europe became a much larger player base, and so now there's three a year, which is crazy.
that's crazy. Yeah.
But it speaks to the longevity of the game and the strength of the game. Like I said, it's 13, 14 years old at this point, still going strong. I think they were estimating that it's about like just under a million active subscriptions currently.
Damn.
Um, when you consider that everyone's paying a minimum of like $8 a month, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cash you're making monthly. So they have every reason to keep this game going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's crazy that considering also that Fan Festival is mainly 14.
Yeah.
It's not
Well, it is a
it's
14
not
fan festival.
anything
It's not
else.
Final Fantasy fan festival.
Yeah.
It's a Final Fantasy 14 fan festival. So
Mhm. So, yeah, so let's see, Germany in July, and then October is Tokyo.
yeah. If you guys are curious, you should check out there's like videos online with coverage of it. It's pretty crazy. People are dedicated.
Oh, cool.
Was that?
Yeah, we gotta make it out one. We gotta make it out one day. I know our other friend has gone out before. Have
I've
you
been
gone to one before?
to yeah, I've been to like the like the original ones, like the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I went to. It wasn't a fan festival back then. It was the 1.0 thing they had in Vegas, and then they had
Okay.
another one in LA. Oh god, that was a long time ago. So I went to that one because it was close by. It was at the convention center. And I think I've been to one more. I'm trying to remember which one that was. I don't think it was the Vegas one. It was a different one. But they're all fun. I actually got to meet up with some of the people I played with online at the time too. It was kind of neat because they were going to. Like, yeah, let's meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Put a
Mm-hmm.
face to the fake name. Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
that's
This
always nice.
more anime-ish, or this is not really anime, but this or previous talk was not. But Dodgers announced that the One Piece game is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
This one is July 2nd. I was wondering to see what they were going to have, and the only thing they've announced so far is the hat, which is the same as the hat from last time, looks like, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't look any different to me.
Yeah. And that one uh was it a special ticket that year?
Yeah,
I
it was a
think
special ticket.
it might have been.
hmm
So this one might just be first 40,000 fans
So I
in
wonder if they
attendance,
will
but
announce a special ticket later for like the card or something.
maybe.
Because that card went crazy value wise.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it is nuts what that thing is worth. And there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
fakes out there too. That's someone was talking about.
Yeah.
So that's July
Well, that was
2nd. Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see what they announce for that. But of course, around that same time, if
Mhm.
schedules repeat themselves, the event we're looking forward to is
Yep.
on 5th of July, which is Otani's birthday, is typically Hololive Night. So here's the imagery for the last two. Um, Famously, Dodgers are undefeated in the World Series with the whole wide buff. They will be home that weekend
Hmm.
or on the 5th. So I'd imagine, I think the 5th Sunday
Yeah.
this year. Yeah. So,
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they wedged it into the third, but they have traditionally done it on the fifth, both
yep,
times,
both have
right?
been on the 5th. Yeah.
Hmm.
Which I said is Otani's birthday, which is funny.
Yeah. So
I don't know if Otani is a fan of Hololive.
right,
I want to believe that he is, and I want to find out who his favorite is.
right. Who's your Ochi?
Right?
He's like, I don't have time for that shit.
It'd be funny if someone does ask him that one day and he just goes off.
Oh my god! Like he actually
Like he's all
he reveals
hardcore.
his actual
Yeah.
shit. Oh my god,
So that's a fun thought experiment. Who would you think would be his Oshi?
man.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah, because it could go like one of two ways, right? Like he can go fully into like his dedication into something. So
hmm
then it would be like, who's the most dedicated to whatever they're doing?
Well, I would, taking it in that direction, like who's the baseball nerd of whole life, which is Corone.
Oh, sure. Mhm.
She talks a lot about baseball. She plays baseball games. There's a fan made baseball game which I played featuring her. So maybe he got into her. Who knows, right? Or maybe he likes the freaky ones.
Yeah. Uh, the- all the possibilities are still there.
Knowing the way that he pranks Yamamoto and likes to goof around,
Hmm.
I'm starting to think he might be a polka fan.
Oh.
She's pretty random, right?
Hmm.
She's got that really weird sense of humor, which I think is kind of up his alley, it feels like. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we found out he's like you and he's a La Plus fan.
I knew it.
Or, plot twist, maybe Mamiko's the Hololive fan.
That's what I was about to say too. I was like, what if it's Monica that's actually the fan and not?
Right?
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, here's the last two. This was 24? Yeah, 24
Hmm.
was the Pecora, Suisse, and Gura, which, except for Gura singing and taking off the ball game, they really didn't have much to do with the game. This was kind of like the first shot, first pass. It was cool, but it wasn't anything extra, if you want to call it that, right? Last year,
Yeah, it was
though,
very.
with the English crew
Mhm.
of Bibo, Ina, and Iris, was what they were commenting during the game. They had the whole
Yeah.
live thing after the game. It was crazy.
Well, I think the what's it called? So the initial one, the 24,
Hmm.
it was also very much specifically just those three for everything.
Yeah.
Whereas the one from last year, it was not just the three, like I guess the main line, the headliners,
Hmm.
right? They also had like Advent, they had Justice,
Well, it was
they had
during the game. It was
more.
just these three, and then it was
No,
after the game when
they
they did the
they
live
had
stream. Everyone else
no,
popped
they
in.
had video promo. They had video promos in between. It wasn't
No, I
just
don't
them the
remember that.
entire
I only
game.
remember them at the end.
Yeah, no, they had they had like like it was there was the whole thing at the end with everybody else, but like there was cheering portions during the game that they had other
Hmm.
other characters. It wasn't just them.
So I don't remember that at all. So
Yeah.
I remember at the end they all popped in because they were doing a live stream supposedly from Dodger Stadium.
Mhm.
Um,
Lies.
I mean, they could be there. We'd never know, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Though I do know where they would be, which is in
we'll
any of the
we'll
media
scope it
rooms
out
on the
next
street
time.
level.
Dun, dun,
That would
dun.
be the most likely location to be.
Oh, it's like the back, like on the bathroom side, right?
Yeah, because I've been
Not the
at
stadium
I've
side.
been to Dodger Stadium for events in those rooms.
Uh,
So on the kind of outer wall of the suite level or club
mm,
level, there's a bunch of conference rooms and offices.
oh. I
So
would think that it would be like in the like the press conference room, wherever that is.
no,
Is that on the
because
same level
they would
or?
use that for the game, or before and after, right?
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because this is
yeah.
because the media room is new to this year too. So I don't think the media room was ready yet for last year because they did that new media room as part of the renovation for in the off season last year. So, anyways, we're looking forward to. I think they usually last two times they've announced it a month before. So hopefully
Yeah,
the
it's been
next
like
week, maybe before even our next live chat, we'll have some news. We'll see. If they have their announcement stream during our live chat, we may have to cancel. Or we do a watch along like we did with Kingdom. Who knows?
yeah, that'll be dope.
So I just realized I put this next slide kind of out of order since we're not talking hobby anymore. But you brought this up, so I'll let you talk to this.
Oh yeah, dude, this was crazy when I saw this because it's been rumored for weeks
Yeah.
um that they were gonna pause submissions coming in
Hmm.
for grading.
Hmm.
So apparently they currently have a backlog of 10 million cards at PSA
Just
awaiting
crazy.
awaiting grading status. So I mean, what my initial thought was crap, everything else is going to go up now too.
Hmm.
But potentially, if people wait because that they want that prestige with the PSA,
Yeah.
especially for baseball cards, which is kind of funny that they show, like, I think those are uh Pokemon cards.
Might be. I don't know. I think so. Like
Yeah,
Japanese
like
ones
I
too.
don't. Yeah, I don't think there's like a PSA slabbed Japanese card sells for like 10 to 20% less than an American card.
Yeah.
So it's not, uh, them having the Japanese cards there anyway is kind of funny in that regard. Um, but yeah, I wonder if this includes also BCG because they also own them, and CGS because they also own like it's this weird domino effect where
Yeah.
they bought all these other companies. And does this potentially affect everybody? Because this is PSA, like the parent company saying that.
Yeah.
But does it just affect the PSA graders, or is it the entirety of it? And that's not
Well, at
what
least
they've
from what
been
I read in
clear
the
about.
article, it's just PSA itself, like the
Hmm.
PSA brand. There's no
Yeah,
mention of anyone else. But I will
and it's a lot
say,
of the value,
yeah,
like stuff too. So it's yeah.
But I will say though that they're not the only ones staring down the barrel of this, because even Tag is like
Hmm.
way behind right now. They've said as much. Like they're inundated right now.
Crazy.
So it's not just PSA, it's all the gradings, which is like, you know what, people, you don't have to grade fucking everything.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, I think we've said it before. Like, there's people that get base cards graded,
Yeah,
and it's like, what? Like, why are you? Like, is there going to be like, is there some sort of biblical flood on the way that's going to like murder all the other base
right?
cards?
I don't know. It's very strange. Like there are people who get everything and anything graded.
Yeah.
And I don't know what. That's why you can go to like LCSs or go on eBay. You could find slabbed cards for like $5.
Hmm.
You know, because this
Yeah.
guy's
A lot of
graded like
base.
a million cards. You know.
Yeah. Maybe. Do you think it plays into like this? No, right? Because so what I'm thinking right now is like, does it average out when they calculate the value of the cards, like for shipping? No, right? Because
No.
they'll just ship it to you based off
Well,
the highest
the shipping doesn't
card.
matter. Yeah, I mean it's the value that they charge you for the value of individual cards. So
Right.
yeah, that's why I don't
Yeah.
understand the mentality. Maybe they're hoping you get a Gem Mint 10 so you can brag about it, but it's a base card, so who cares? You know?
Yeah. No, oh well, yeah. My thinking was along the lines of, let's say you submitted 5 or 10 cards, right, to save on the cost
Yeah, but like I was
of
saying, no,
grading.
they charge you based on the highest value individually, right? So
Right. Okay. So
yeah, so that makes no
yeah,
sense
that
either.
was yeah. Okay.
But some guys are like weird about it. Like they want to be like they'll send in
I
like a
want everything,
random golden
including
rare or
the.
something, so they could be like, oh, I'm one of only like pop 3 on this card.
That's true.
You know, it's like I don't understand bragging about that.
Hmm.
If it's a rare
Well,
card,
that
I kind of get it, but like they're doing this like base cards and whatever. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand that mentality. You know?
yeah, and there's that whole thing with them purposely grading them lower than they're supposed to be,
Yeah.
that they got caught doing.
Hmm.
So who knows? Like their I guess their integrity isn't really the greatest right now
Yeah.
with the community in regards to trust and.
Well, plus the whole, you know, they're buddy with eBay, and like eBay does their or they do the authentication for eBay,
Mhm.
and you know you can buy PSA grading when you buy a card off eBay, right?
Yep.
And there's been a lot of consternation the last, I don't know, it's been probably a couple months now, where people getting their authenticated cards back. So you get the authenticated card from PSA, not from the seller, right?
Mhm.
And they're like in like a card saver without tape, and the cards are all like bounced around,
Yeah.
like they're like halfway out of the card saver, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
Which
I
people are like,
I have seen yeah, I have seen somebody finally posted like an accurate picture of that,
mhm.
because there was a I've seen those ones where you're talking about too, where they just show the saver and the what's it called? They don't show the penny sleeve that it's in or
No, it's in a penny
anything
sleeve,
else
but again,
that it's.
it's in a saver, but not in a bag. Is what people have been complaining about, or not
Yeah,
taped
so
shut.
the post I saw was it comes in a uh plastic mold the size of the card saver, the semi-rigid.
Hmm.
So even if it were to like yes, it's still coming out, and yes, the penny saver was like, poking out with the card, but the card itself was outside of that even, but it wasn't like I could see their thinking with like, oh, this should be enough, but obviously it's not. They need to add like something else on top of it, like maybe like some foam so that it presses down on the card so that it doesn't shift as much.
Or
But
just,
I
you
just
know,
thought it was
a top loader
interesting.
with tape, like classic, you know, because like those
But if it's
card
gonna come,
savers are always annoying because they don't really hold the cards that securely, right?
yeah,
And then, you know, like you said, it's in a molded little recess, or whatever, but that doesn't really matter because the card saver itself, it's not like it's a full length sleeve. So the card can still slide out of that and it can get cornered, right? That's kind of what people's consternation is. And like you're saying, all it takes is like a piece of foam or something to get a little pressure on that card to keep it in there, right?
Yeah,
From sliding out.
which would
So
which would save them from the whole, people getting upset that, oh, there's tape on my, I went to take the tape off and because the card still slid out,
yeah.
it's ruined now
Well,
because
they could have really all they do is stop using
the
card
image
savers.
got, yeah,
Like just use top loaders like everyone else, right?
but that's PSA's rule though. It's
Yeah.
not,
Well,
you
PSA
know.
doesn't care because people are still spending money.
Well,
So
I mean, I've heard stories of them rejecting it because it came in a top loader.
no, I'm
Like,
saying they don't care about
you know,
anything that's better. Like they have to know and understand that card savers are not the end all be all, right? I don't know why they're so obsessed with card savers. Um, those have been around since the
I mean,
80s. You know.
yeah. I mean, I think it's easier to get the cards in and out, but
No, I think it's just cheapness. They're smaller, lighter. They probably cost them nothing. Because like the slabs themselves don't cost anything.
mhm.
They probably buy millions a year, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. I just never liked it because it's all subjective. Like if your grader was drunk that day, your car might get a better grade.
Well, oh yeah.
But again, it's a problem the hobby kind of brings upon itself, right?
Hmm.
If people weren't so obsessed with grading and sending in everything and anything, this wouldn't be so
Yeah.
problematic because PSA themselves has to now, get more graders. And of course, you're going to get some bad ones, right?
Hmm.
So what are you going to do, right? I don't know. I like graded cards if it's like something ultra rare or a PC card you want to preserve. I get it. You know, I just I don't get the grade everything and anything mentality.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Ultimately, I think it ends up just being like I can get X amount percentage more from it being graded a certain grade.
I get that, but
But
then why are
then,
people sending in base cards?
yeah,
Like why are
I
people
mean,
grading like cards that really are just not worth much in general? That's what makes no sense. Like you
yeah,
don't make that money back from the grading.
yeah.
So
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Like I could see it if it
it's
was
really peak
like a
gambling.
rainbow or something, you know? Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that too.
yeah,
There
it's
is that component
like
to it
how
as
many
well. Like,
graded
will I
Otani
get a
rookie
bid?
cards are there? Like look at the pop numbers for those, even like flagship rookie cards.
Hmm.
It's like tens of thousands of cards have been graded. It's crazy, and everyone thinks they're all gonna be worth
Easy.
like $400.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, no, it's actually common.
Yeah, they literally printed a million
You
of them,
paid for
right?
you
Like
paid
his rookie
enough. You
card was
paid
in like
enough.
8 sets that year. There's a Gypsy Queen rookie. There's a whatever flagship rookie. There's whatever else. There was a Bowman rookie. There's
Hmm.
so many. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
just ridiculous to me. It doesn't really affect me, so I don't really too sad about it.
Mhm.
All right, let's keep it going. Okay, we're kind of bouncing around because I put these out of order, but let's talk about the Chris
Roller
Taylor
coaster of
retiring.
emotions. Oh, that was such a
So this
weird like
was the
2-3 day
22nd. Yeah, so
period.
it's
Yeah.
22nd. He announced his retirement,
Hmm.
and we're like, oh man, But he last year has not been kind to him,
No,
so we get it, right? And then the day after, I believe, right, was the next day.
I think it was the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
23rd here.
23rd.
Yeah, unretires.
Yeah.
And this is reported by a bunch of places. It
Hmm.
wasn't like just some rando said this. And it wasn't just a rando, and it had some footwork or some legs on it, because the day after,
Yeah.
he's like, nah, I actually retired.
Yeah. Yeah. So that whole 36 the yeah, it seemed like it was 36 hours, like 36 to 48 hours that I was like, did he? Didn't he? Like, what's going on?
Well, it's the roller coaster emotion was like, oh man, it's like, but I get it. He's older. He's not really the Chris Taylor we knew. So congratulations
Interesting.
to a great
Yeah.
career, enjoy returement. To like, oh man, is he one of those like he's gonna Brett Favre this thing and just hang on too long, like just refuse
Yeah.
to retire, you know?
I still got it in me. Like, damn, dude, no.
Right?
Chill out.
So it's official per his own words. He is retired now.
Yeah. So I'm
So,
glad. I'm glad that he's retiring. Hopefully the Dodgers have it in them to give him a 1-day contract so he can officially retire as a Dodger,
not
unless
a
he doesn't
Mariner.
want to. Well, I feel like he was with the Dodgers longer, no?
Yeah, I know, but the Mariners drafted him. So, so
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I was always joking.
it's
Mariners
gonna
losers.
depend. Yeah. So I always have the what's it called? I always have that second thought of like, well, what does the wife want?
Right? Considering
Like
they're
famously,
pretty much like established in Los Angeles now or SoCal with their lives, I'm pretty sure she would say Dodgers.
yeah, yeah, because like famously, like what's it called? Blake Snell's wife is like West Coast
Yeah,
teams only.
yeah. Oh, and specifically Los Angeles, like SoCal.
Yeah,
Like they're all about SoCal. So, but yeah, kudos to you, Chris Taylor. Thanks for all the great memories. We have
yep,
more shoutouts and roses to throw your way later on in the chat here. So,
yep,
and in some sadder news, everyone's favorite Unk got DFA'd.
yeah.
Like so much,
Damn
like Matt,
touch.
like his career has been crazy, right? Like when he
Mm-hmm.
started with the Pirates, he was like a stud. He was a superstar. Everyone knew Andrew McCutchen, the Pirate. Like this guy's awesome. And then he just kind of
Yeah.
got kept getting handed around after that point,
Mm-hmm.
and never really was like he never played terribly. He was never back to that perennial all star level he was when he was younger. But it just felt weird that he just kept getting kind of passed around like a doobie.
Yeah.
And now he's been DFA'd, by the
Yep.
Rangers. So that's I don't know. I mean, does this hit for him too? How old is he now?
I think. I think he's gonna get signed by what's
The
it called?
Giants.
By the Pirate. But no, by the well, the play maybe. But like when he officially retires, I think he's gonna have a Pirates contract waiting for him.
Wow, he's 39.
Damn.
Okay, maybe it might be time for him to hang it up. I didn't think he was that old. Man, he's been around that long.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah. I mean, he plays really good for a
39.
39-year-old. Let's just let's just say,
True. True.
But yeah, he's been DFA'd by the Rangers. Yeah, they said maybe he will get a 1-day contract from the Pirates. Who knows? That'd be interesting. A la Matt Kemp, you know.
Yep.
He'll wander around in the ether for a couple of years saying, I'm not retired yet, but no one's going to sign him. And then just give up
Mm-hmm.
after a couple of years. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Although seeing him back on the Giants would be kind of funny.
All right.
That was such a weird year too.
I
Like that
know.
first half, I was like you're on the Giants? Like,
Right?
damn, dude.
When that happened, I was like, oh, the Giants are now entering we're doing nothing but signing old, washed up names phase of their franchise, right? I mean, it does feel like every franchise does that at some point.
It does. Like they still believe they have one more. He still has one more good year in him.
I mean, the Dodgers and
He
Torres
said
that,
so.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had
Yeah.
Ricky Henderson, we had Greg Maddux, Jim Thome, Pujols more
Yeah.
recently. Who else? Who else is on there? Garrett Anderson for his final year.
Utley. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Utley. Well, Utley did pretty good though.
Yeah.
He was pretty solid. Uribe from the Giants too, but he also played
Mm-hmm.
pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
every team goes through those players. maybe we can squeeze one last good year out of him, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
More often than not, it doesn't happen. Oh,
Yeah.
David Freeze.
Oh yeah, David Price.
David Price. Well, David Price came over with Mookie as part of the trade,
That's
so
true.
he
He
was a
was just
salary dump.
salary. That was
Yeah, he was a
being
salary
yeah.
dump. Yeah, they didn't purposely go out
Uh,
and try to get him.
true. Yeah, he was like the bonus.
Yeah, he was the cost of
He's
doing
the
business.
yeah. Like uh
Howie Kendrick, though, I think they
yeah.
didn't expect him to be that bad. He
Yeah.
wasn't that old yet, so Nomar
Oh, true.
definitely back in his career.
Hmm.
Strawberry,
No, well, he was more
he wasn't that old yet,
yeah,
but he definitely
and that
was
was more
not the Met Strawberry
drug
anymore.
problems.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that was kind of a desperation play for
which
them.
is weird because when he went to the Yankees after the Dodgers, he actually
Just got better
kind
again.
of
Yeah,
yeah.
not not like peak Strawberry, but he did play better. So
Hmm.
well, that and like that's previous layout Dodger Stadium too, which just sucks the power out of any hitter.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It'd be kind of nice to see what's it called, like their average fly rate from that time frame superimposed on new Dodger Stadium
oh yeah, huh?
to see how much better they would have been.
Because it's like what
Because I think
it's
that's
not a ton. It's like 5 feet, right, or something like that.
yeah, it's
Single
something
dome
like
plate
that.
up. Yeah.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's still that's still quite the boost. I mean, and famously, Strawberry hit a home run there during the high school championship game,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
which was like what really put him on the map
Hmm.
was that But yeah, I got like that'd be like a cool project to see somebody from like I don't know from Reddit or something do and just like superimpose it on.
Someone with more time and talent than we have.
Yeah, exactly. Get on it, young ones.
Right? Come on, Reddit, you could do it.
Hmm.
Let's do something happier next. Also one of yours that you sent
Yay!
over.
Yeah, Murakami hitting
20
home run number
bombs.
20.
This as of yesterday too. Did he hit one
Yeah,
today? I don't know. Did they
I
play today?
don't think so.
Nah.
Did they play? Yes. Yeah, they did play today. No. No, they didn't play today.
Nah.
They play tomorrow. So he still has I think 20 is the most in before June by a rookie.
Ah.
So potentially he needs one more to break that record or
I have no idea. But he also had his first stolen base apparently yesterday too.
yeah, that was cool.
He had chunky boys, so
Like
that's a big deal.
with each with each achievement, Chicago sees their young stud rookie going further and further away on his 1 year
Oh
contract.
yeah, dude. Oh, he's gonna get paid this offseason. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
barring a labor strike, which we'll talk about later.
labor strike.
We're definitely gonna
Yeah,
talk about that today. But yeah, it seems like he made the right decision
yeah,
taking
definitely.
prove it deal. So I remember, including myself, everyone in the preseason is like, well, he has power, but the strikeout ratio is pretty bad. It still kind of is. I mean, he's
Hmm.
definitely that power hitter profile, right? Gonna
Yeah.
strike out a lot, gonna hit a lot of lazy flies. Um, the concern was, can he hit 100 plus fastballs?
Hmm.
Which is always a concern about MVP players. MVP is more of a finesse movement pitching game, not so much raw power. But
Yeah.
so far, not been a problem. So
Yeah. Yeah, he's hovering a little bit under or just under like he's about 40 something percent because he's had 577 at bats with 230 strikeouts.
yeah, so that's not terrible.
Yeah,
That's kind of what you
it's
expect
not
for
the
his
worst.
hitter profile.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not unexpected. But at least he's
Yeah, so,
connecting, and when he does connect, it leaves the park.
yeah,
So
yeah. That definitely does
yeah,
happen.
exactly. At 20 times so far.
Yeah,
And many
so
that
yeah,
were
he's
close because I
averaging.
kept seeing those posts where it's like in any other in 20 other ballparks this would have been a home run or whatever. You know?
Hmm. Yeah, he's got enough. He's got enough pop. So according to the Baseball Reference, he's averaging. He should be averaging about 50, or the averaging numbers for the his totals so
Mhm.
far is 59 at the end of the season. 59 home runs. So
I mean, it'd be cool if he does it. We'll see. You know,
yeah,
and he's gonna get paid
yep,
unless the White Sox back up the truck, but I'm pretty confident they won't.
yeah.
No shit on the White
Oh,
Sox.
I'm
That's just
sorry.
not their mo. You know.
Yeah, sorry. Let me rephrase that. So I read the wrong line
Hmm.
about his at bats. So 196 at bats currently,
Hmm.
78 strikeouts. So that's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, the previous numbers were his averaged out season total. So
Oh, okay,
potentially 577 at bats this year.
okay,
But damn, that's decent way to start your career.
yeah.
Well, in the MLB anyway.
Well, anywhere it'd be a decent start.
Yeah.
Especially in the MLB, it's a good start. You know.
Hmm.
So we'll keep an eye on him.
So,
We'll see how he does.
yep.
The him and Otani and Seiya Suzuki, and it's been interesting because like the knock on NPB players is that they can't hit, right?
Yeah.
Like the ones who can hit and hit for power are a rarity.
Hmm.
That's why it's mostly pitchers that have come over, right? The pitching translates easier, but
Hmm.
it wasn't really until Ichiro that we had a hitter, and then we had Matsui, but he was already old, right? So we only got a couple
Yeah.
years of him, and he was a hero for the Yankees. But now, because they've had other sluggers try to come over and just, or not sluggers, but hitterish players, it
Hmm.
didn't work out. We love Kawasaki, but he was not an elite hitter, right?
Yeah.
Sutsugo did not transition well. He couldn't capture the fastball, and a bunch of other players too. But now we have Otani, Murakami, Seiya Suzuki. They're all good hitters,
Yeah.
which bodes well for the MPB and for MPB players wanting to make the transition in the future,
Hmm.
including like who else is playing right now? Who's the guy with the Blue Jays? That's Sugano. That's the pitcher for the Rockies. Okamoto
Okumura. Yeah.
hitting pretty well. So I mean they're doing it. Yoshida, still on the fence.
Yeah.
And I
To
mean,
be.
well, he's on Boston, so it's like with a bunch of players that have come out of Boston, it's like, is it a him problem or is it a Boston problem?
Yeah. That's true.
Because
Is it
famously
organizational
Kike
or?
left Boston like, oh, did you know you have a hernia? He's like, what? Yeah, he spent
Yeah.
3 years in Boston with a hernia. I didn't even know it. Played played much better after that, and several other players too have left Boston and been like, hey, did you know you can't see? Did you know you have this problem? So they're kind of like the Angels in that respect, apparently.
Hmm.
I say nothing wrong being cheap. Just go cheap in the right ways.
Yeah.
Medical staff and
Yeah.
training is not where you want to cheap out.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, let's go into
What else
some
we got?
spicy news. Abner Uribe did the DX suck it,
Oh yeah.
and this is actually like a lot of people came out. I thought that was inappropriate. Even the coach, his own coach. But then this came out today, where
Hmm.
if you go watch his videos online, you can see the Cardinals coach like essentially stabbing himself in the ribs, telling the pitcher to hit him.
Damn.
So that's why Uribe was like, you know what, f you guys, right?
That's kind of cool.
Yep. So it was definitely a retaliation type move by Uribe, so which makes it much more fun.
Hmm. Yeah. That little extra wrinkle makes it way
Yeah,
better.
before I'm
At
like,
first,
this guy's just being a jerk, right? Like, come on.
yeah, yeah, that's what I hit. Me too. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's watch this
because it was
happen.
wild.
Where's the? Oh, not autoplay. No, let me gotta click on this thing because it's not autoplaying. There it goes. Let's see that again. Excellent. Yeah, and he's doing it after dugout.
Yeah.
So I totally get it now. Like I went from though part of me too is like, you know what? I'm a pitcher, so I obviously have a biased opinion of this. But if
Hmm.
if batters can bat flip and stare down pitchers and talk mad shit as they go to first base on a home run, why can't pitchers
Hmm.
pimp a strikeout?
True.
Why do pitchers always have
But.
to like walk off the mound, right? Like
Hmm.
act like it's no big deal. Like nah, f that, right? Give me a big fist pump, you know. Get fired up. Like we see Yamamoto when he gets a big strikeout, right? He gets all
Hmm.
fired up. Kershaw did too, but they always try to do it while not showing up the batter, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if a batter's allowed to pimp a home run, stare down a pitcher, then the pitcher can do the same. Like that's right, I just struck your ass out.
Hmm.
Maybe not the Generation X
Suck
cross
it. Part of
suck
it.
a
Yeah.
crossover. Yeah, maybe not this. But yes, they should be able to do something. So, oh, there it goes. Actually, there, that one actually worked. So let's go from like medium hot to Del Scorcho.
Del Fire. Ah, everything. So this
Burn it
dropped
all
today,
down.
and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Burn it all down. So from our favorite reporter, Boob.
Oop.
So the TLDR version is
Hmm.
the MLBPA proposal is like, yeah, you know, let's set a league minimum salary, right? Let's expand pre-arbitration. You know, let's make a lot of which of course they want to make a lot of player friendly stuff, which I totally get. That's 100% in their wheelhouse, right? They're the players association. Of course, this is what they're going to want to suggest, right?
Hmm.
Um, I did like the elimination of the qualifying offer. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, because that's something that like they give them the draft pick if they do that, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they don't want. Essentially, they're saying, "Hey, we should stop teams just throwing these out there just get draft picks. Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't reward teams for being cheap, right?
Hmm.
Or insulting players because they never take the qualifying offer.
Yeah.
So I kind of get what they're asking for here. Of course, they're not asking for a cap because why would they want to cap how much their players could possibly make, right? And they're asking for a floor, which is what was it? Minimum salary of 51.5 million beginning in 27, which I believe they mean the total cumulative salary, which is it sounds like that's not very high, but there are a lot of teams under
Yeah. Like a
that.
lot.
It's surprising, and we have charts for that afterwards too. Um, the competitive integrity tax is interesting. So essentially, like you don't get the luxury tax payments if you're. I think that's how it was worded. If you're not fielding enough payroll, right?
Yeah.
So I understand like their point of view. Of course, none of this is anything the owners would ever agree to, right?
Yeah.
But that's how it works. It's a first shot, right?
Hmm.
And then today, the owners responded with their own proposals.
Man, they responded.
Oh yeah, they came in hard. Um, they demand salary cap,
That's yeah.
and they wanted to. What was the other thing? There was a bunch of things. I'm trying to remember everything they asked for. It was crazy. Like the whole document's
Yeah.
huge.
There was another. There's actually when I sent them to you, they were out of order
Yeah,
because it was a statement from the. This was after. This is from the
yeah.
MLBPA's reply to them.
Response to the
So
actual.
the main thing is that they want a floor of 171 million,
Hmm.
which includes player benefits, and then the ceiling. So the salary cap would be 245.3.
Yeah,
Now everybody's saying like these numbers are initial numbers that they can bargain to.
Yeah,
So potentially they're thinking that any salary cap would be 300
or more
million.
is what I've been seeing. Yeah,
Mhm. Um, and the floor would be potentially maybe a little bit more than that, or even like 160 or something like that. But
yeah.
this statement brought up a lot of good points though, because in other sports leagues,
Hmm.
you definitely do see a lot of what they're talking about in this statement from the Players Association. You see a lot of tanking for draft
Yep.
picks. You see uh, other work stoppages over, in other leagues as well.
Yeah.
Um, the ticket prices don't actually go down; they go up even higher. So
Now, I will say, I will point that out. Them arguing about ticket prices is irrelevant.
yeah.
They don't care. The players nor the owners give a crap about that.
Hmm.
So I'll say that straight up. That's a straw man argument, right?
Hmm.
Because the players have no control over that either.
Yeah, with the whatever what the owner sets the
Yeah, exactly. So like,
yeah.
they're just doing that to try to win over the fans, right? And there's
Yeah.
multiple ways that people are arguing about this, right? And it
Hmm.
really comes down to two camps, which is, do you hate the Dodgers or not?
Yeah.
Because, if you were to believe Reddit, which Reddit is just a room where people scream at each other,
Hmm.
um, most people are like, "Oh, we need a salary cap, blah blah. Dodgers have to be stopped, blah 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 blah." Right?
Yeah.
Um, and let's go to the next couple. It's PowerPoint, so of course we have to have charts, right? This is released by
Yeah.
MLB about payroll disparity, and this is actually not the argument I think they're trying to make, right?
Hmm.
So they're arguing for a salary cap because this and this is ridiculous, right? To go from
Hmm.
515, and this is interesting number because it actually isn't 515. It's less than that, but whatever. They're adding all kinds of other stuff to it.
Yeah.
To 69 million, right? That's ridiculous. But the problem for me is like this one isn't the problem. These
Mm.
like first this even this top third here, not the problem.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
Yeah. It's the ones under basically 150 that's the problem.
When you're getting estimated, because no one knows for sure, because no one has open books except for the Braves, um,
Hmm.
$69 million in revenue sharing,
Hmm.
straight up, before selling a single ticket, for selling any without selling a single jersey or the thing, whatever, else selling a single hot dog,
Hmm.
right? And so like for the Rays, the Marlins, they're paid for without doing a damn thing. They could not play a single game of baseball and everyone gets paid as far as their players go. No, I get it. There's
Yeah.
operational costs, et cetera. But there's also TV contracts and everything else related, sponsorships run into it. So, you're getting $69 million because of these guys, right?
Yeah.
All these
Hmm.
four teams here specifically are the reason you're getting your payroll for practically free.
Yeah.
And what are you doing with the rest of the money? You're
Yeah.
pocketing it.
You're basically fielding a free team plus you're getting some cash on top of it to own a baseball team.
Also, what's funny is if you look at this bottom level here, there's
Mm.
also correlation between publicly funded stadiums
Oh yeah.
compared to the top end here, right? Except for the Rangers, I think they're publicly funded also. So it's one of those things too. It's like, well, you guys keep taking from the cookie jar, right,
Hmm.
and crying poor. Now I give the Rays an excuse because the Rays are built on playing poor but being successful,
Yeah.
right? The Rays are a successful franchise despite the low payroll. They just play Moneyball. They do it better than anyone else, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. There's definitely some teams on here that you're looking at, and it's like, well, if this team can do it, why can't ultimately it's like that's how efficient the Rays are
yeah.
with their money,
Hmm.
is that they're getting the most out of those guys with their numbers and everything.
Yeah.
Um, and then there's like, well, the A's are kind of a weird one this year because typically they're not doing as well as
Yeah,
they
they're
are.
playing
They
well
just had
this
like a
year for some reason. I mean, not
yeah, I think
relatively well for their division. We'll preface that. We'll get to that later.
Yes, yeah. But I mean, historically, within like the last 5 years, this is the best A's team that they've
Yeah,
had in those
they've
last five
always been
years.
bottom feeders, right?
hmm So, but how much of that is like guys that the league hasn't seen?
hmm
So, because that plays a major role, especially with pitching,
Yeah.
is like, can they adjust? Like, does this guy have good enough stuff? And if he does come up, will they be able to hit him? This year, they haven't been able to do much of
Well,
that
and also
for their
sometimes you just
staff.
get lucky.
Yeah,
You know,
they
you
just got a bunch of young guys with lots of, you know,
potential, and they're working out.
yeah,
You know, we've
good
seen it.
eye,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's every team has that. Look at all the Dodger draft picks for the last like 10 years. Not all of them have been hits,
hmm
and some of the guys who have been more successful weren't even drafted that high.
Yeah.
You know, or weren't that highly touted. So you never know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why like someone was asking one time, why is the MLB draft not a big deal compared to the NFL? It's because you don't go straight to playing in MLB.
Yeah.
There's no sure thing with a draft pick. Even like the number one overall guy tends to have like a better than 50% chance of making the bigs, right?
hmm
But they're not always going to be an all star or Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah. So the other thing I thought was interesting with the league proposal was there's a 50-50 revenue sharing
yeah,
split, um, which would also scale with the growth um, of the league and the sport. The media rights centralization of all local media revenues to be shared equally among all the teams. So they're doing that because obviously the bigger markets are going to always have the bigger, um, you know, money number
hmm
where when it comes to media. And then supposedly it's only some, it's only going to last another 5 years, so that'd be from 27 to 33. But we have to get to actually signing it and
yeah.
agreeing upon something to get to that part. But
Well, also my
um,
countering it to that because people keep bringing that up. It's like, well, you know, media rights, this and that, and living in a big market. It's like that's how antiquated MLB is.
yeah,
That they're so hopped up on local media rights still, right?
hmm
Like even the
yeah,
Dodgers Spectrum Sportsnet, right? Like
hmm
they finally released their app this year, like nationally, so anyone can watch their games now, right?
hmm
Why did it take you so long? How much money? There's Dodger fans all over the country
yeah.
who've been willing to pay
Well,
for that content, right?
not even, not even all over the country. Like even within your, like even within your media
Yeah,
area,
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like
like
all
people that don't want
these
to pay for
owners in a
Spectrum.
league are thinking too small,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Like you want media sharing because you know the Dodgers pull more media, the Yankees pull more media.
yeah,
Well, I mean, the Brewers could pull more media if we didn't have constant blackouts.
hmm
You know, if we didn't have if they didn't always have that small team mentality, right? Like, oh, we're a
yeah,
small market. You're not that small. Milwaukee's
yeah,
not a tiny city. The Milwaukee is not a dusty cow town, right?
hmm
Neither is San Diego, which somehow considers themselves a small market team.
yeah.
You know,
It's
so
weird.
cry me a fucking river. You know,
hmm
and I don't and that's one thing I think will not go through because that point you're asking the the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Dodgers to give
Yeah,
up the regional sports network.
yeah. It's another version of the previous slide with the competitive tax that
Yeah,
the bigger markets are sharing with the smaller markets. It's like, dude, no, like make your own media group, like make a freaking central division media group or something.
yeah,
Like what, like you guys have the blueprint from these like, the bigger cities just combined, but they can't agree between themselves on what the cut's going to be.
yeah,
And it's like, oh well, maybe we should just go after the bigger cities. Like, no, like stop doing that.
yeah. Well, I mean, again, this is the thing. They bring this up. Like, look at the CBT. Oh, their CBT is higher than the exceeded the payrolls of 16 teams. The 16
Mhm.
teams is the problem,
Yeah.
right? Now I get that you know the Pirates, even if they wanted to spend, can't spend $500
hmm
million, right?
Yeah.
But They sure as hell could spend more than 87 million.
Yeah.
If you got all the bottom feeder teams to spend an extra $10 million, right?
Hmm.
That's $100 million in extra payroll.
Yeah, and I think it's a
And
little
and,
off
and
too.
that's going to keep guys from going to the Dodgers,
Yeah,
going to the Yankees. You know,
I would be interested in seeing this graph without the Connor Griffin contract.
right?
'Cause that's the only reason why they're up so high.
Well, same with the A's. They signed that what's his name in the offseason?
Who, Nick Kurtz or
I think so.
Butler?
To bump themselves up. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the biggest contract they've signed in like 20 years or something, right? And same
yeah.
with Connor and Griffin, just to get that number up because they know this is coming. And like all these slides like by the league are funny because it's like, why are you shitting on your teams that bring the most money as a league, right? This is
Mhm.
MLB's graphics, which I find
Yeah,
fascinating that they're barking up this tree.
yeah. Oh, it was Jacob Wilson and Luis Severino.
That's who it was. Okay,
70 and
yeah,
67.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is crazy for the A's, right?
Mhm.
After crying poor,
Yeah.
you know, the second you leave town, oh no, we're still paying a minor league stadium, and now we can afford these giant contracts, you know, by their
Mhm.
standards. So yeah, I mean, it's like this graphic's equally stupid, you know. Oh, the Mets, the Dodgers payroll exceeds all these teams. Again, to me, this is not the problem. This is the
Yeah.
problem, right? You're always going to get outspent by these teams.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there should be like 4 or 5 teams on the right
Hmm.
versus 2 teams on the left.
Yeah,
Like that would show more competitive or willingness to compete
and spend. Yeah,
and yeah, and
and the
it's
thing
weird.
too
Yeah,
that
it's
drives me
weird.
crazy about this is that everyone's so focused on payroll, right?
Mhm.
This all this discussion is only about payroll. The bigger discrepancy to me, because again, this is all secretive stuff, right? No
Yeah.
one talks about it. All we get are bits and pieces that GMs have leaked or that people in the orgs have talked about. The biggest discrepancy would be, or to me, is probably going to be organizational spending,
Yeah.
because the Angels have a huge payroll, right? But they also have no AC in their fucking workout room.
Yeah.
Their training staff is argued to be some of the worst in the whole league.
Yeah. The competitive floor needs to have some other component to it in regards to like if they were to I which I don't think that the players association is going to agree to it at all.
No, well, I mean that's
Um
they don't care about that, you know.
yeah. I think what they would need to tie it like if the owners are smart, they would need to tie it in with some sort of organizational uh floor as well.
Yeah,
So like if the floor is 150 million, you have to at least put 150 million each year into your organization, whether that be through like some sort of, fund, like
player
repair
development
fund,
staff or whatever.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
updating facilities. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. But show that you're making progress in regards to that. Cause dude, that's the other thing that I'm tired of is like teams bitching about, oh, we don't have a modern stadium and blah blah
Or
blah
we
blah.
can't
It's like, yeah, but
afford to
that's
upgrade. It's like, yeah, you can.
yeah, like
You know, it's like,
it's like that's on you
yeah,
guys.
right.
Spend your fucking money. Like
You know.
make it happen. Like
Yeah.
if you don't want to be in that stadium, like save up a couple years for a new stadium or something. I don't know. Like, but
Well,
don't think that
in a
your
weird
fans are
way,
gonna
the fans are kind of
pay
at
for your
fault for
shit.
that, right? Because
Hmm.
it doesn't matter how shitty the stadium is, right? It doesn't matter how poorly you're treated by the team as a fan. You still go to the
Yeah,
games.
that's true.
Like
I
we're
mean,
gonna
especially
we still go to Dodger games, even though the tickets are fucking crazy now. We're not going as many, but we're still going, right? They're still selling
yeah,
out every game, so they have no incentive to bring ticket prices down.
yeah. Well, I mean, as far as that, well, yeah, that's true. Because I was gonna say, like, it's easier to go now because it feels a lot. I don't even know. I don't want to say it feels modern because it's still the same Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, it has been
The
massively
only
upgraded, but my
Yeah, the
point
only
is
big
saying
difference is
that
we can get it
if
all the way around the stadium.
yeah, my point is saying like you can't complain about costs or spending while
Yeah,
still giving them your money, right? That's kind of the problem to me too.
as a
Like
yeah, as a fan, yeah, you can't
in general,
like
I'm not specifically calling out the Dodgers. I'm saying all these teams, right?
don't go. Yeah,
Because like the bottom feeder teams keep putting out crappy product, refuse to spend money, let their stadium fall apart,
hmm
but you still go to the games.
yeah,
They're still making money, so there's no incentive to change anything.
yeah,
You know, like the Dodgers too, and the Mets. You know, they still charge us money for games. People still go. Once people stop
yeah.
going, things will change.
Yep. Yeah, and that's one of those things too, where it's like they do the group. Like if they know a game that's coming up that's not gonna have like a ton of people, they do like the group sale thing. Or
Yeah.
so I mean, there's other avenues for the owners to make that up somehow, like through sales.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think ultimately, even with group sales, it's like just don't buy it. They won't come around any like
Yeah.
if you don't buy enough, they won't come back to you. But
Yeah. So
like,
let me put on my tinfoil hat, play devil advocate for a second.
hmm
I just had a wild hair of a thought here. You know,
oh,
because one thing that surprised me was how the owner's proposal, the floor was so high.
mhm.
I thought for sure they'd be at 100 million, right?
For the cap
For the
or the
for the
floor?
floor.
Okay, uh-huh.
I didn't think they'd be at like 150 on up, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you look at some of the teams that are like $80 million. You're
Mhm.
asking them to pay another 50, $70 million a year. They're not going to do it, right? Because they're crying
Yeah.
poor the whole time. But then it occurred to me that this becomes an amazing bargaining chip for them, for those cheap ass owners.
Wow, why?
Well, think of it this way: because you're forced to spend this money, right? My
Mhm.
payroll now has to be 150 million, right?
Yeah.
And they can say all these things about it, saying, well, because my payroll is so high, if we can't sell more tickets and more people don't come to the game, I can't afford to keep doing this. So I'm just going to move to a bigger city.
Okay.
Or I can't afford stadium upgrades or a new stadium because of my payroll.
Yeah, I would force it. Well, see, that's the thing though.
So
It's
if you
like,
want me to stay here, you have to buy me a
yeah,
stadium. Otherwise, I'm going to move to greener pastures,
yeah,
which is fucking crazy to think about.
yeah.
But
Well, because that's
I
really
would,
what's gonna
I
destroy
mean, that's what the A's
baseball.
did,
It's not. Yeah.
right? That's what John Fisher
Mhm.
did. And I would not put that past Bob Nutting. As insane as it is to think that the Pirates could ever leave Pittsburgh,
Mhm.
if you force him to spend $150 million on your payroll, he will do it. He will find a way,
Yeah.
or use it as a way to get a new stadium or something from the city.
Yeah. Which is wild because they just got a new stadium not too long ago.
No,
I
PNC's
mean,
not
it's
that
not
new
the
anymore.
newest.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's, it's been around
it's
for a
not
minute.
that new, but
But yeah,
yeah,
I mean, a lot of these teams can do that. You know, whether it's the Rangers, whether it's the Pirates, the A's. I mean, the
yeah.
Twins, Milwaukee could do the same thing.
hmm
They can cry poor. They're like, hey, salary cap is in, or salary floor. It means I have to spend this much money, and I don't make enough money because our stadium's too old and it sucks, or because people don't come to the games. Again, this is not anyone's fault but their own, right?
Yeah.
But they can use that and say, well, we'll have to think about moving. I mean, that's what the NFL teams did forever.
hmm
So there's your other counter argument about like, well, every other league has salary cap. And look how it worked out. It's like, yeah, the Raiders moved 3 times.
Yeah.
All these other teams moved around, right?
hmm
You act like baseball's the only league with dynasties without a cap. How many Super Bowls did the Patriots win? Right? Like the fact that
6 or 7.
the last like
Yeah.
20 Super Bowls were won by like 3 teams, or
Yeah.
more than half were by 3 teams, and that's a salary cap league.
Yeah.
Same for the NBA, right?
Yep.
So it's not always about payroll. It's about sometimes getting lucky, especially in basketball. You get the right draft
hmm
picks because there's only 11 guys, right? That one dude makes a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
But it's just being a good organization. That's why the Lakers suck.
Yeah.
The Lakers have the clout, they have the payroll, they do not have the ability.
Yeah. That was very succinctly summed up in the letter. It says in regards to the cap, the MLBPA wrote they suffocate competition by offering owners an all-purpose excuse
Hmm.
for inaction and mediocrity.
Yeah,
Yeah, it literally that's literally
yeah,
what
and
it
it's
does
true
is
because we've
yeah.
seen this, right?
Hmm.
We've seen it in other leagues. How many cities have lost their teams? They're never coming back.
Yeah.
You know, the Chargers are never going back to San Diego
Yeah.
because Spanos is a cheap ass.
Hmm.
San Diego says we're not putting up for a new stadium. They're like, well, I have to spend this floor limit. I can't afford to stay here anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to a bigger market. Is he making any more money here? That's debatable. He still doesn't have his own stadium. He's sharing with the Rams.
Yep. But at least he's not. Well, I don't know what that contract is like, but I'm sure he's only held to an X.
Yeah,
As a renter, he's only held to a certain percentage of the upgrades needed
yeah.
to bring that
But
stadium
net of it
to
is he still got his way, and San Diego no longer has a team,
yeah.
right?
Which is yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's being a fan of a team that was previously in a different city, and then having all that history, and then hearing people talk about like when they moved and
Hmm.
other teams that had moved in the past and like documentaries and like kind of
Yeah.
just seeing all that kind of stuff. It does affect the community. Like
Oh, there's still people to this day who are Brooklyn Dodger fans.
yeah,
No, there are still people who are bitter about it to this day, and they weren't even
mhm,
alive
yeah,
when this happened.
and it's like the whole organizational thing too. Yeah, it was cool when they moved from what's it called, Vero Beach to Arizona for their spring training.
Yeah,
But that was like the last straw of the East Coast fans
yeah,
that they were like, you're not even like you don't even care about us out here anymore. That's what the spring training was for. It was like, hey, we know we left, but we'll still be around. Just come down to Florida. It's a night, better weather during that time
yeah.
of the year or whatever. Come watch your old team play, and once they moved to Arizona, like I think the growth I think in LA was maybe a little bit better for them
Hmm.
because you know there were people that moved from LA out to like Arizona,
Oh, a lot of people.
Colorado,
Yeah, a lot of people moved
yeah,
to like Phoenix is like
Nevada,
half people from LA now.
yeah, which famous. It's like you go to these cities and you just see sections of blue whenever the Dodgers
Yeah.
are there. That's because they moved, but they're yeah, I don't man,
Like I
I would
said,
hate to see a lot of these teams move the
that
way
that
that
is
the A's
my
moved
yeah, that is my
from
nightmare
Oakland.
scenario, right?
Hmm.
Like seeing Milwaukee, the Brewers move. These teams
Yeah,
that really would have no skin in the game and staying in their city.
yeah,
Bob Nutting seems crazy enough to do
hmm,
it. Cleveland could do it.
yeah,
Crazy as it sounds, like it's insane to think about. But just like that statement says, we give them an out, and that's my
yeah.
biggest fear. On top of it, salary caps are un-American. Sorry,
They are. They really are.
this is baseball communism, right?
It is. Mhm,
Like everyone's sharing money regardless of how you perform.
mhm.
That's communism, right?
Yeah,
We're all equal. We all get the same money. Everyone makes the same money or maximum. Like that. No, that's not the American way. Like you
hmm,
want your team to be better, especially in this day and age of the internet, right? You're not
yeah,
limited by local TV broadcasts anymore.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
That's what makes no sense to me. Like they're so hung up on regional
On that.
broadcasts, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's because they don't live in a big market. That really shouldn't matter,
Hmm.
right? I mean, like Toronto technically has all of Canada,
Yeah.
but their viewership isn't much any better than a lot of other teams,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah. I think. Yeah. uh, Yeah. That whole thing is more of like if you built if you build a winning team, a consistently winning team, and you're not at the bottom of the freaking standings,
You're gonna
like
get
every
fans.
year, or
Yeah,
you're gonna get fans. You're gonna
yeah,
get a lot of young kids are gonna
yeah. When you're a bottom
take
feeder,
note.
you
Yeah,
only have the locals to rely on.
yeah,
No one in LA wants to
and
watch a
that's
Pirates game unless they're playing the Dodgers.
right. Maybe the Angels, but
Yeah,
that's just funny because that's like a Benny Hill game.
yeah, right. But people in Pittsburgh will watch a Dodger game to see Otani
Yeah,
during Aaron Judge's quote unquote home run record breaking season, which is only the AL record, which is bullshit. Barry Bonds still the king. Sorry, everybody. Even as a Dodger fan, I admit that, right?
yeah. hmm
But
Slide it
everyone was
well.
tuning in to watch a fucking Yankees game.
Yeah,
You have the superstars, but again, that's because they were cutting to show it nationally.
yeah, and that's where your whole uh your whole thought process on they're thinking too locally
Too old, yeah,
is what hurts them, because it's like you said too. It's like it's not like you can't pick up your phone in Portugal and not watch a baseball game. Like, yeah, is it going to be difficult? Yes, it's obviously there's an 8 hour difference there
yeah,
in your time zone. So if you're watching a freaking an East Coast team versus a West Coast team,
yeah.
there's gonna be things that you need to do in order to watch it live. But the fact that you can actually watch these games without you know there being somebody from your country on that team,
Hmm.
because that's the only way that they used to broadcast those
Yeah,
games before. Like, it's like, oh, he's a Mexican player, so
yeah,
that's why they broadcast a lot in Mexico.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Well,
that's okay.
I'll
So
take that a
that's
step
for them
further.
there.
As far as generating revenue without much effort, um,
Hmm.
kind of, we're not at that level, but it's like us, right? We have
Hmm.
videos that get views from Japan and Korea.
Yeah,
We have videos that get views from all over the place. Now, if we were a organization that had millions of subscribers, like most of these teams do, or thousands, whatever,
yeah.
that increases your ad revenue. It doesn't have to
Hmm.
be a whole game. It could just be clips. People will go to your team's page or MLB's Instagram account to watch clips, right?
Yeah.
Watch shorts, whatever. Watch highlights. Watch game reviews. A lot of people do that. Like the Dodgers channel gets millions of views, even if it's just a highlight reel. And I don't have access to it, but I'm sure if you look at the analytics, it's going to be from all over the world. And every team is capable of doing that because people don't necessarily have the like I said, not because time zone differences, whatever. Don't have to watch the whole game, but they can see what their teams are up to,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that's generating money for you. You're getting money from YouTube. You're getting money from Instagram. You're getting money from advertisements, right?
Yep. Hmm.
For no effort. But again, it's thinking in modernity, in
Yeah.
contemporary terms on how to make money. You can't. They're too stuck in the classic ticket sales, hot dog sales, TV contracts.
Yeah.
NFL's the same thing, right?
Hmm.
That's NFL's biggest problem. They're so wrapped up in TV contracts because they make so much money off ESPN. That's why we have like 8 days of football in a week now,
Yeah, that's
right?
fucking
I
ridiculous.
mean, it's stupid. Like it used to be Monday, Sunday, that was fine. Then we
Hmm.
have Thursday. I'm like, okay, this is getting to be a bit much.
Yep.
Now Friday, Saturday too.
Yep.
I'm like, well, let's just have a fucking game every day of the week then. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
players hate it. The teams
Yeah,
hate
it
it.
doesn't give them time to prep, and yeah,
I think
it's
it's
just
directly
bad.
responsible for the rise in injuries the last several years. You know,
Oh, yeah, certainly.
and then you have basketball kind of doing the same thing. Basketball
Hmm.
is they try so hard to be everything to everyone, and it hasn't worked out for them.
Hmm.
You know, because they're still not thinking ahead.
Yeah.
They're how can we make money now, not in the future. There's too hard up on signing exclusive deals with cable companies still, right?
Yeah.
Like NBA and AT&T is great, but who the hell has cable anymore? I mean, I do, but I'm a rarity amongst our friends, and we're not that young.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
And we only really have cable. Well, I mean, a lot of the times when you do have cable, it's because it's tied to your internet service provider.
Yeah, and TNT thankfully is basic cable, but like the Dodger channel is not.
Hmm.
A lot of these like the Pac-12 network, whatever the hell they are, Pac-10 now, Pac-8. I don't,
Yeah.
but Lakers channel too. These were all premium channels, right? And that sort of model just isn't a thing. It's slowly disappearing, you know.
Yeah.
So I just think everyone needs to be more creative in how to make revenue. Like you can pay your players more because you can learn how to market yourself better and make more money. Looking beyond the Dodgers, again, I don't like to. Not say I don't like it, but to toot on their horn again, right? The Dodgers are the first ever fan club for an MLB team in Japan.
Hmm.
Ball accounts have been very successful, right? Um, they're making like viewing packages available in other countries. They're reaching out to sponsors all over the world. You know,
Yeah.
and they haven't. Their social media is has always posted in Spanish too, but they're starting to post in other languages as well. They have a Korean account, they have a Japanese account. Um, and this is how to drive revenue. Like it may not be direct revenue, like as far as driving ticket sales at a stadium, right? But they're getting ad
Yep.
money from Instagram. They're getting monetization from YouTube for sure, without having to really do anything, right?
Hmm.
Just being on social media and promoting, being good at it. Allowing they can only doing what they can, at least through Fanatics, but allowing more merchandise sales overseas, stuff like that.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's they're making money without tipping the cart, right? Like they're not pushing for a bigger TV contract. You're just finding additional revenue streams,
Yeah.
and they all should be doing it. Really, even the small teams can benefit from this, right?
Yeah. Certainly. I mean, because I mean, it's available to everybody. You're
Yeah,
just, for some reason, you guys just aren't doing it. Like, just roll it into your production costs with your TV.
yeah,
But who knows what deal they have with their like whoever's running that part of it.
yeah.
So
Well, then of course it's like we can always say it's also part of like every game. You hear that this game cannot be redistributed without the express written percent or express written consent of the Major League Baseball, whatever, right? But that's part of the problem is that you're so backwards with that mentality.
yeah.
Like we live in an age and time where you want people to remix your videos and make clips, right? Because
Yep.
that drives engagement, which drives money. And that's the problem is that they're still thinking like cable barons and oil barons.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to some funner topics. We have more drama to get to.
Yeah.
We still have more crap to cover. This one you sent to me was cracking me up.
Me too. I saw it. I was like, what? I was like, what the hell?
Following in the footsteps of who like John Elway, who else has dealerships? There's a
Karl
bunch, right?
Malone, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot off the press. Today is the grand opening of Oral Hershiser Chevrolet.
At least the colors are right.
Right? And it's in Chino. So for
Is it?
anybody that wants to
Okay.
go visit, yeah.
Yeah, he lives out in IE, right?
Hmm.
Because he also posts from that Legends Addict a lot, which is like
Yeah.
a memorabilia store out in IE somewhere.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I forget what. Let me see if I can look it up. Legends Attic, right?
I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, yeah, it's in Claremont.
Okay, yeah. So, but that place, it's kind of cool though because if you check their calendar, he'll randomly do signings a couple times a year. I've always wanted to go. I'm like, I want an oral
Yeah.
Hershiser autograph. Because he doesn't charge a lot either. But yeah, that's pretty funny. So good for you. Good for you, Oral. Right?
Yep. Pretty good. That's cool. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm actually looking it up right now. And they have an actual page for private signings of Oral Hershiser.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of cool, right?
yeah, last one they had was or at least this one was for 2024. But
Yeah, I think it's on their Instagram, and I've seen him post about it too. So,
Oh, it looks like he's like a part owner. That's why.
oh, is that why? Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
I would love to just like
yeah.
shake his hand, and get an autograph, because he was one of my favorites.
Oh, that's why it's a private. Okay, so he specifically chose, like, I guess sells through them his personal memorabilia.
Oh, personal memorabilia.
Yeah,
Oh, not just autos and stuff. Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, because there's an option for like game use stuff.
Really? Okay, I gotta look
Yeah,
into that.
but it's like $400, I think. But it's still pretty cool though.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, on to some less fun news again. We're gonna keep riding the roller coaster of emotions
No.
here. So, as you guys know, we're very big on Dodgers prospects and our awesome outfield in the minors right now. Got a little less awesome now, though. Um, was this during BP, right?
No, it was
Was it actually during the game?
it was during a game. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was going back to the dugout, and the bad dog, which it's a fun gimmick, but not every fucking team in the world has to do it.
Mhm.
Went running out right at him. Like, it was weird. The video was weird. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost like a dog doesn't even see him, right? It just comes
Yeah.
sprinting directly at him. And he jumps over the dog and he kind of lands and he starts limping immediately.
Yeah.
And we're
It's
all
like,
having
oh
flashbacks of
man.
Edwin Diaz in WBC, you know? Um, this was a report yesterday, but I
Hmm.
think I saw something about it today. Let me take a look. Let me see if there was an update today, because I mean,
There was an update. Let me see. I see. Oh, dang it. Where's ESPN? Uh, I think it was 2 hours ago. ESPN reported that initial MRI revealed no ligament damage
oh, that's good.
after he jumped over the dog. A source. Yeah, that was the big thing, is that he didn't have any
But I
ligament
did
damage.
also see
Can't say
that the
anything else.
drillers have stopped their
Uh,
bad dog program.
yes.
Actually, it's an org wide thing for the Dodgers. But the
Yeah.
drillers are the only ones really doing it. I think is what it was. Because
Yeah.
I don't think like Rancho, or sorry, not Rancho anymore. That was
Oh,
Rancho
well,
in my heart.
Ontario. Yeah.
Ontario, yeah, that was
Yeah.
Rancho in my heart. They don't do it. OKC doesn't do it for sure. Um,
The only one that I think might have done it would have been not Tulsa, Great Lakes, the Loons.
oh, maybe, yeah. But I know that they said that they announced a pause org wide, but they only mentioned the drillers stopping it. So,
Mhm.
which sucks. I mean, I feel bad for Kendall because I mean, when you're that young, you're on a really good crowded outfield in the minors for the Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
And you're kind of hate to say it, but you're kind of hoping for an injury at the bigs to get your opportunity to be
Yeah.
called up, right? As we just saw with Alex Freeland this week, which we'll talk about later in the show, later in the program again too. But for you to get injured, that sucks. I mean, this is what we saw Cartaya, remember?
Hmm.
Who was my dude? And then his opportunity to get called up, he was injured. I'm like, oh shit. So they're like, well, who are they gonna call up instead? I think was it Austin Barnes and Grandal were hurt or something like that, or Grandal got hurt. I think that's what it was. This is back. This is how far back that was. And they called up some dude named
Yeah.
Will Smith, right? And the rest is
Hmm.
history. Cartaya was never seen again.
Yeah.
He was banished to the netherworld, aka Miami. I don't think he's actually playing right now either. But anyways, I mean that's gotta suck, right?
Hmm.
Not that he was the top outfield prospect right now, or I think he's middle infield. No, he's outfield. That's right. I think that's
Center
still
fielder.
center
Yeah.
field, right? I think who's the top outfielder? Is it still Zaire Hope?
Uh, I think so. Like, yeah, but he was. I mean, so the thing with George is that he was making like really big strides
Oh
of
yeah, because he was like
being able to hit.
yeah, because he was a speedster, so everyone liked him, but he couldn't get on base. But this has
Yeah.
been a turnaround year for him, you know.
Yeah.
And for a guy who relies on speed to have a knee injury is just oh
Yeah.
Brutal, brutal, brutal,
Yeah. So
brutal.
yeah. So from yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't. It still doesn't. It's still not very specific on
Yeah,
what the actual injury is. So I don't want to. I don't want to speculate. But I will say is stealing 100 bases last season,
ridiculous.
kind of pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a
It's
little
like,
good.
damn.
Yeah, very, very not bad, as we would say.
Yeah.
And on to more Dodger injury news that we kind of hinted at a little while ago.
Oh my god.
Kike got called back up, and within 2 days he was being sent back down, or he's back on the IL.
Hmm.
So that kind of blows. So he literally played not even 2 games. I think it was like 1.5 games. And
Yeah.
I think he said he tore. No, he's the one. He said he tore his oblique in BP.
Yeah. He felt weird in BP. He
Yeah,
admitted to the reporters that he felt weird in BP, and he's like, "Oh, maybe it's just a little thing." And then,
yeah, like a little grab here and there. It happens,
yeah,
right?
turns out he probably aggravated it,
It was not a
hitting
little
that
thing.
home run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last I heard, it was been upgraded to like a high
A
grade
level.
oblique tear.
Ooh, like a tier 2 or 3.
I think so. Let me look it up. I saw
Yeah.
some I saw some tortas crying today.
Yeah. His initial hope was that it was a tier 1, maybe a tier 2 tear. So he'd be back within like a month at the latest. But if it's a tier 3, I think it's like 6 to 8 weeks. So like month and a half to 2 months, basically,
Yeah.
he's gonna be out.
Let me see here. Yeah, they haven't said the exact level, but he had an MRI Wednesday. It says it is a significant tear, is their phrasing.
Damn. Crazy.
So current speculation is he'll be out for quite a while. So get well soon, Kike. We like to joke that you're overrated, but we still don't want you to get hurt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, damn, I just hate that he did it to himself, basically. Like
Yeah,
that sucks. But
Alex Freeland's
hey,
back.
more Alex Freeland fan.
And they said, like Doc says it's quote, he's got a little more runway this time because the Dodgers dropping like flies this last couple weeks, right?
Oh yeah, it's
Muncie's
been
hurt right
crazy.
now, but he's kind of
Injury
playing through
bug.
it. Rojas got hurt too. Um, but I mean, it's better to get it done at this point in the season if you're gonna get hurt,
Hmm.
right? Let's get hurt now, come back strong, because Snell's down, Glasnow's down. River Ryan, come on down, right?
Who did they just recall for somebody else? Ryan Ward, I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Where where's our boy Landon Snack?
Right. Damn
Keep
it.
pitching. Like, I feel bad for that guy. He gets bounced up and down the team every year, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm a big fan of his just because I have his of 5 baseball card. But I am saying that too. I just like his walk up song too, or warm up song, whatever you want to call it for pitchers. But yeah, well, let's see what Alex Freeland can do. We'll see.
Hmm.
But if you want to get funny about the Kike news,
Oh. Oh yeah. That was wild, man. That was so wild.
wait, when is Father's Day? Because he
Uh,
joked about, remember the Mother's Day joke that Tatis, their mom has the same many home runs as Tatis, and then we
I
commented
was days
that if it gets to Father's Day like
July.
that,
Yeah.
so it's in like almost 3 weeks, June 21st, Sunday.
June 21st. Okay.
If we get the Father's Day and he still doesn't have any home runs,
Damn. That'll be
oh,
wild.
I don't even know what to say at that point. Like, I love, I have no remorse in trolling the Padres, right? Don't get me wrong, you know, but this sucks. Like, like I am shocked. Like, I don't not expect this from him or his team, right?
Hmm.
That kind of sucks. I don't feel bad about it, but it still sucks. Which brings us back to our slide from last week, the mood down. Awful mood for the Padres. They have not. It's been a bad stretch of games for them. Like we commented last week when the Dodgers took 2 out of 3, that this
Hmm.
might signal that vibe drop they do every year, and they kind of go on like
Oh
a
yeah,
they
yeah.
go on a terrible streak. And they
Hmm.
seem to not. Initially, it wasn't a problem for them. They had won the next. I think they won the next game or two. Let me look it up. Um, yeah, they played the A's. They won the next 2 games, right? I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're not, especially because the game right after the Dodger game, they won 7-3, so they had scored quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they're gonna beat the Vibes delegation. Then they won 2-0 against the Athletics. Again, there's the great pitching, no offense. And then they
Hmm.
lost 5-2. Then they lost 3-0. They lost 4-3. Then they lost 3-0. They got swept by the Phillies. With a completely inept offense. I think they went like 24 consecutive bats without being able to score a run or some crap like that, or 50 something at bats, right?
Yeah.
Um, and you could see it. You watch the highlights and you see that body language we always talk about with them, and it's just not good times, right?
Yep.
They
It's
didn't play. They
bad.
didn't play
Bad
today,
times
so
all
these stats are
around.
from yesterday. They're still current. So we have Machado still, still floating that negative point 0.4 WAR.
Hmm.
Which again, we're not Machado fans, but that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw posts that even San Diego fans are like starting to get fed up with him, and
Yeah, on the
he
Reddit.
had a lot of
Well, he's been talking a lot of
yeah, he had a
trash.
lot of free.
He's been
Yeah.
very mouthy about it. Like reporters have been asking some pretty basic questions, like what are you guys working on, whatever. And he's like, "Do I tell you how to do your job?" And like, what the hell's your problem, man? Right?
Mhm.
Like it's standard, and San Diego reporters too. These aren't like random schmucks off the street. He's been very, very irritable, which I understand because he's sucking right now, right?
Yeah.
But come on, dude. And then people are calling him out for his lack of hustle, which has always been his style of play, right?
Mhm.
He's not the type to sprint to first base in every at bat or every swing, right? He said it himself. I'm not Johnny Hustle, but
Yeah.
when you're playing well, people forgive that.
Hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't leg out singles, but he's still hitting like 30 home runs and this and that. When you're batting 173 and posting a negative WAR, people aren't going to put up with that anymore.
Yeah.
So the natives are restless. They're understandably upset, for a guy who's supposed to be like their veteran leader, you know.
Hmm.
But he's not solely to blame for all this offensive
Yeah.
discrepancy because aforementioned Tatis still homerless.
Hmm.
At least that is 0 WAR.
Yeah.
But he is not contributing much either. And his
Yeah.
defensive statistics are even worse.
Yep.
He's
Like
been committing
bad.
errors, bad throws.
Like
Yeah.
super bad.
Well, I mean, part of it too, like they keep putting him in different positions. Like one game he's shortstop, and all of a sudden he's right field again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they keep shuffling him back and forth. Like, dude, let the guy settle in the position.
Yeah. There's no cadence to where he's gonna be
He's
yet.
obviously not
So
a super
the
utility
ball's
guy, and that could be hurting everything else he's doing. Right?
yeah. Well, he also had that lawsuit going on, so
Oh, that
potentially
too.
mentally he wasn't, you
Yeah.
know, he wasn't there. But
So I
I
don't
mean
think I
that
have a slide
doesn't.
for that. But for those who don't know, he is suing. I heard the name of the company.
No, he sued them and he
Yeah.
lost.
Well, he was suing them.
Yeah.
Because what was it, $2 million?
Yeah, it's called so the company's called Big League Advance, and
Yeah,
they loaned him 2 million. The contract stipulates that they get a percentage of your future
earnings
earnings
from baseball specifically.
from baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's 10%, I think,
yeah.
is what it is. So he got 2 million. I think he even publicly said that it allowed him to better his odds at coming to the big leagues. Like he hired a
Well, all of
personal
a sudden,
trainer.
yeah, all of a sudden he personal
He
trainers. He can
started
go
eating
to like
food. Yeah.
what's that place that everyone goes to? Like those training centers we always hear about players talk about, like Driveline or whatever.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like
Yeah.
it's one of those things where like I understand his position. Like, well, why do they keep paying you guys? Like, I'm making you're making way more money than the 2 million you gave me, but
Yeah.
it's a contractual agreement.
Mhm.
These guys took a huge risk.
Yeah, because if he didn't make it to the big leagues, he wouldn't have owed them nothing.
Yeah.
They would have lost $2 million.
And which, by all accounts, has happened to them.
Yeah.
They're playing the average, right?
Yeah, right now they have something like 700 players
Yeah,
that
he's not
are
the only one.
contracted
Yeah.
to. Yeah. Yeah, famously, another athlete who is contracted with them is Ellie De La Cruz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And he's
so
about to get paid too.
yeah, well, yeah,
So
yeah.
again, I
The
mean,
biggest difference,
they're going to win on those two guys, but I mean, of the other 700, you
yeah,
know,
it's like maybe 5.
yeah. But
Yeah, and if it's 2,
it goes back to people are like, well, it's predatory, this and that. I'm like, there's
hmm
nothing illegal about it. First of all,
hmm
now the predatory nature of it, I believe it is mildly predatory because you're preying on people who are young and stupid. It's no
yeah,
different than student loans.
hmm
People are so hyped up about going to college, or in this case, playing baseball, they have no problem signing away a crazy amount of money, right?
yeah,
Oh, I want to go Ivy League, so I'm totally okay with going, you know, nearly $1 million into debt for some of these people, especially going to medical school,
hmm
right? Oh, I'll pay it back later. And same thing for these kids. It's like, you're 17 years old. So we'll give you $2 million, but you can owe us 10% of your future earnings. And these kids don't really believe they're gonna make $20 million in their baseball career
yeah.
or whatever. In this case, it was 20 million, right, or 2 million. So guys probably get offered less,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But you signed the agreement. I'm surprised he even sued.
Yeah. Well, I think he sued as soon as he signed his contract with
The Padres, the extension,
his.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Because that's when he knew that they were going to come after him for
yeah. It's
that
good
ten
and good
percent.
on them for not capitulating and fighting it in court.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man. And I hope what they do, just to be dicks about it, is they garnish his wages. Because if he's not making payments, they could do that.
Yeah.
They could just straight up garnish his wages. So sorry, man. You just give us that money straight up. And not tax deductible, by the
Yeah.
way. Wage garnishments are not. It's a debt repayment. In fact, you may owe
Mhm.
taxes depending on how the repayment goes. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a dumb move. But again, he's not the only trio part of the. He's the only part of the trio of misfortune. Jackson Merrill's doing a little
hmm
better than the rest of the two.
Yeah.
Um, he's at least almost at the Mendoza line. 0.3 war. But again, he's so young,
Yeah.
right? Like
I
sophomore
mean, yeah,
slumps
he
are real
still has
deep.
the potential of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll bounce back. He's young. He's pretty banged up too. He's like running the walls and had some mishaps on the base paths,
hmm
jamming his knee into the bag and stuff like that. So I mean, I get that he's playing hurt a little bit. He's partly to blame, not entirely to blame. That OBP of 267 is not great. 309 slug is also not
Yeah. They're not great numbers.
great.
Yeah. I mean, I hope I hope he's able to bounce back next year. Like genuinely, I hope because
Yeah,
he's like a really good young player.
yeah.
But if he doesn't, that is a terrible signing on the Padres.
Well, I mean, right now the Tatis signing looks terrible.
Yeah, but I think didn't he at least play 2 years? Jackson Merrill played half a season and
Yeah.
they locked him up for 7 or 8
Well,
years. It's
Tatis
like,
is what,
dude.
8 years also?
I want to say
This is pretty long. I remember. I don't remember exactly how
yeah.
long.
14 14 years.
14 years. Oh my god. I mean, that's the risk you take, right? So,
Yep.
so with that, let's do our new feature. Let's do the mood check. So this reflects the current standings. Dodgers are feeling pretty good. Not great, because
hmm
of injuries. Otani yesterday said "fuck" twice on national broadcast, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we discussed it because we do discuss how the mood
How we come up
in a
with
bit
these, right?
in the
Yeah,
behind the scenes thing.
yeah,
So we had said if they didn't have any injuries, they probably would have been feeling great.
yeah.
It would have been a good next week to go into.
Hmm.
Everybody's healthy, everybody's doing awesome. But right now we're plugging holes, so
Yeah.
we're not doing bad.
And plus, they got the Phillies coming up tomorrow,
Normal, yeah. So they're
so
they're they're just doing good right
they're in
now.
a good mood. Not great. Diamondbacks,
Mhm.
however,
They're in
thank
a great mood.
yeah, thanks to the Phillies sweeping the Padres and the
Hmm.
Diamondbacks sweeping the Giants, they move up in the second place alphabetically. I should mention because they're tied with the Padres. But they were kind of middling in third place for a long time this year,
Yeah.
and they're playing really good baseball right now. Even though
Yep.
Corbin Carroll got hit in the head.
Yeah.
Wear your damn
Yeah.
helmet. Keep this damn helmet on. But no, they're playing good baseball. They're on like I think they won like 9 of their last 10.
Yeah.
Granted,
Nine,
I
nine game
get it
win.
was Giants and Rockies, like back to back. Like it was
True.
Giants, Rockies, and Giants again, right? So they were playing. No, even further back, their last four series were Rockies, Giants, Rockies, Giants.
What?
Yeah,
Bastards. How did
how
they
crazy,
get such an easy?
right? But still, you got to win the games, right? You
Hmm.
know. So yeah, they feeling. We that's why we picked them as great. They're feeling good with themselves. The Padres fell down right as they're quote unquote getting hot. Maybe by playing mid-league teams, it doesn't matter. You're still doing good, right?
Yeah.
Playing good
Well,
baseball,
they were.
playing consistently.
Yeah. I mean, they were feeling great that first game that they beat the Dodgers 1-0, but then
Yeah,
like the wheels fell off the
yeah.
car on the second and the third game. And it's like, dang. Okay.
And they've
Here,
they've been
here
playing
comes that.
some. Their games have been. I've seen this. I haven't seen all the highlights, but I've been watching. I'm not sorry. I haven't watched the games. I've seen a lot of highlights and scores from their series, the last four. There's been some exciting baseball for them. They've been. Some of the games have been tight,
Hmm.
right? They're not like blowing people away. They have had a couple blowouts.
Yeah.
So I know and plus from their Discord and hearing from their fans, they don't have like this like, oh, we're totally winning the division and World Series now, but they're just happy with what they have.
Mhm.
They're happy to be where they're at, considering that for a while they were looking so bad. So we give them a great.
Yeah. The last 2 years were
Yeah,
pretty awful
yeah,
with
they got to feel good
pitching
about themselves right
stuff.
now,
And
right?
yeah.
So
Hmm.
Padres, as from mentioned before, awful.
Yeah.
Just not the pitching, which has been keeping them alive, is starting to show holes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say if the only signing that they had done was Mason Miller in the
yeah,
offseason, and or sorry, not the only one, but if they were able to re-sign Arias,
oh yeah,
they would be in a way better position now than they were
yeah. Ryan's doing great for the
than they
Giants.
are right now. Yeah, it's crazy. So I mean,
Yeah.
oh, and he also hit a home run. Don't forget about that.
Yep, he has one more home run than
So he has more
Tatis.
home runs than
Yeah. Now, the Giants, the reason we put them at bad is, and they're still bad. They're still in the bad mood from last week. The expectations were still high, right? Like, they started the season with high expectations. They have not met them. They
Mhm.
got shellacked by the Diamondbacks. They got swept.
Yep.
Um, after a pretty good series of games against the White Sox, mind you, right?
Mhm.
But before the White Sox series, they got swept by the Diamondbacks again.
Yeah.
So they're in a bad mood. Like the Diamondbacks are the kryptonite for some reason. I don't know what it
Mhm.
is. They can't touch. Like you could tell the general feeling from their fans. Like they came out getting swept by the Diamondbacks. Like crowd playing the White Sox were on fire. They got destroyed the first game, and then they come back and I think they won by like 8 or 9 runs. And then they won again
Mhm.
the last. So they won the series, which is like they weren't expecting that. So they were feeling pretty good, and they just got punched in the face with the Diamondbacks again. Like, didn't we just see you
Yeah.
guys? Like we just dealt with you guys. Like, what the hell? You guys just did this to us. You did to us again. So that's why they're still in a bad mood. And the Rockies, despite being swept by the Dodgers, we're keeping them at normal
Mhm.
because their expectations are pretty low. They know what they
Yeah.
are. Their fan base knows what they are. Their players don't seem to be very upset about it either, which is interesting. Um, so it is what it is with them. They're. I want them to do better because we like the Rockies. Like everyone kind of does. It's weird, right? It's like a
Mhm.
team nobody hates.
Yeah.
Like the Angels used to be, you know.
Yep.
So they got all uppity. So yep, that's our mood check for this week. Um, I'll be interested to see where things turn out for next week. I don't think the Dodgers are going to stay in a good mood with injuries mounting and playing the Phillies starting tomorrow. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see how that turns out for them.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be difficult, but we'll see
Yeah.
how it turns out. So,
All right, so let's move on to the full league standings. Let's take a look at this real quick here, and with some funny observations, of course. So in the East, the Rays are still maintaining, the 1.5 game lead there. Blue Jays have come back a little bit. You know,
mhm.
Orioles are still sucking wind along with the Red Sox. Not let's just that change that way. Guardians still hold on to their lead. White Sox are coming for them, and the Twins, Royals, and Tigers are kind of been doing what they've been doing. The Tigers have been terror bad. They're still terror bad. They're still on the struggle bus. Um,
Mhm.
the Twins are mid, and they're staying mid. And the Royals have
Yeah.
Bobby Witt Jr. and nothing else. Well, him and
Yeah.
Sonny, right? Like it,
Yeah.
so it is what it is. And then we
Bad.
get to the AL West. I'll let you take over for this one because you had fun with this yesterday.
Oh my god. So yeah, a banner was unfurled up in Seattle for finally reaching first place with a losing record. And sure enough, I went to go look and it was 28-29. So
And these things
you
are
can
current as of like 3 hours ago. So or two
yeah,
hours, two
so
and a
they're
half hours ago.
still yeah, nothing changed I think on that
The
one.
whole division
Um
has a losing record.
yeah,
That is
the
crazy.
entirety. Only the winner is going to move on.
Yeah,
That's wild. So, I mean, we still have a lot of baseball left to play.
yeah.
So, I'm not saying that they're all gonna, but it's wild to think that we've completed a full month of baseball, and there's an entire division that's just falling on its face right now.
And let me just do this real quick because we're playing with this before the thing. So here's our other team.
Mhm.
Hope that came through.
It, well, it came through for me. It was the wah
Yeah,
wah wah
freaking
wah.
Angels, man. Like, God, just. I feel so bad about Kurt Suzuki because I really wanted him to do well. Because he's a lame duck manager. I'm like, okay, maybe like he'll make something happen. Like he'll get a better job somewhere else.
Yeah,
He's not making a case for himself this year.
no,
None of those guys in that team are. It's just Soriano's great. The pitcher, that's it.
yeah,
Like, oh, oh, okay. Oh.
yeah. And then they have that whole thing with the chants at Angel Stadium, like sell the
Oh yeah,
team,
they're
and
starting to do that now too. Yep.
yeah,
Uh,
reporters are openly asking Mike Trout about trade
yeah. Do
potentially
you
being
think you're being
traded.
traded? Um, Fans are showing up with bags over their heads. All of the Mets and the Jets. It's just it's. I mean, the Angels have been bad for a long time, but the vibes have never been this low. You know that's what kind of sucks. Like attendance is down, everything's bad. So let's not dump on them too much. Let's go to the senior circuit.
Yep.
And go back to my list more. So here we go. We got the NL East. Bravo's still in first place, pretty handily, right?
Hmm.
Phillies are on a bit of a tear the last 2 weeks, so they've closed that gap after being like dead last. Nationals are exceeding expectations, to be honest.
Yep.
Marlins are the Marlins,
Hmm.
and what the fuck are the Mets doing? Nobody knows.
They're submitting proof that money doesn't win you games.
Yeah, they're not riding the struggle bus. They're underneath it.
Yeah, they're being dragged by
They're
the
under the
axle or
struggle
something
bus.
like
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah.
bad. Like, oh my god. The Central, the Brewers are expanded their lead. I mean, they were only like what a half game ahead last week over the Cubs, the Chubbies.
Yeah.
But Chubbies have not been playing good, thanks to PC AAA.
Yeah. They've been yeah, they've been really bad. I think what was the other there's something that I saw that's like we've won more than 3 games in the last in May, I think
Yeah,
is what it was. In the
something like
month of
that.
May.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they've been like super the Cubs have been super bad
Yeah, it's
coming
been
out of May.
yeah, it's been they had such a they felt like they were gonna run away the division, you
It
know,
did, like it really did.
and it's all come crashing down.
Mhm.
The Cardinals have closed the gap in that time, but they're not playing great either. This is the Cubs
Mhm.
are just that bad.
Yeah, yeah. I think Suzuki was unable to catch a ball the other, like it
Yeah,
hit him in the chest.
it's been a couple crazy highlights. Um, and then the Reds. Actually, Reds aren't playing bad. That's what sucks for them.
Yeah, like Reds is definitely like the team that I would use as a case for like if they were in a different division, like possibly they would be doing better. Like if it was
Yeah.
something like if you
Well,
did a
them and the
competitive
Pirates. Look at them
agreement.
both. This entire division is the antithesis of the AL West.
Yeah,
The entire division is over 500.
over 500. Yeah.
Yeah. So any of these guys would be in first place in the AL West.
Hmm. Yeah, literally, that
Yeah.
entire division would be like,
So like if we had to do like a mood check on this division, it'd be like good, awful, okay, like normal,
yeah, normal.
good and good. Like
Yeah.
like even the second last and last place are still in a good mood because they're still playing winning baseball, right?
Hmm.
So that's a funky division. I never thought we'd see this kind of parity where we have one division over 500 and another division below 500. Like every single team. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, I think we've been close before, but man, not like
Not like
this.
this, yeah.
Like,
Not this far into
yeah,
the season either. Well, I mean, this is a result of the even schedule, right?
yeah,
Because before
definitely.
interdivisional play would prevent this from happening. So,
Hmm. Yeah,
and we already talked about NL West. So, but overall, leading the National League, like the Braves look to be running away with the whole league, not so much anymore. So we'll see what happens.
yep. They're looking to be
Looking mortal.
no, yeah. So, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this next week holds for everyone. So
Yeah,
hopefully we're still holding on.
yeah. We will see. Let's move on to our Dodgers of the week. We have two this time. It's the first time ever we've done two.
Yeah, we felt it was only fitting for one of them.
Well, we kind of had
He's
to.
very integral part. Yeah,
Yeah.
of the current run.
Yeah.
Um,
So first up on deck for us for the Dodger of the week is previously mentioned recent retiree Chris Taylor.
yep. So
CT3 was famously originally a Mariner, where he was pretty mid, and then he was part of that string of players where it's like, why do the Dodgers keep picking up reclamation projects and they keep succeeding?
yeah,
It was like him, Muncy, who else? Oh, Justin Turner, you know.
Turner. Yeah. Who else is from that? Kike.
Yeah, Kike. You could. I guess you could say Kenley Jansen, but he was already in the Dodgers system just as a catcher,
Yeah,
so
yeah. He wasn't too
he
much of
wasn't
a
he wasn't necessarily picked up off the street, you know.
yeah.
But
He was already living in our
yeah,
house.
right. We already brought him in out of the cold.
What the fuck?
Who let you in here?
Yeah, yeah. Famously, he had that catch in Milwaukee, and
And that one
that
crazy
their big
NLCS, yeah,
yeah,
where he just went off.
and I think that big boob girl that always sits in that first row during
Oh yeah,
their playoff runs,
yeah, yeah.
like tweeted the like the Brewers will not, or the whole of Wisconsin will not miss you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, many happy returns, CT3.
yep.
You had a great run with the Dodgers, and we like it's one of those things where he's not even in the Hall of Really Good, right?
Yeah,
Like this guy is not going to be listed on anyone's list of greatest players of any for any particular reason, but we'll never forget him.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
He came in clutch many a time for the Dodgers, and at least he
Yeah,
got two rings out
fielding.
of
Yeah,
it.
fielding and hitting
Yeah.
like that. What was it? 2021 when he hit that home run, and
Yep.
got us even closer, and I don't know. It was just good. It was just good.
Yeah.
Some good times with CT3 out there in the outfield. Um,
Well, I remember him and Kike for those years they were
yeah.
both in the team. It was like, man, we're like the super utility team now. Like we have all these guys who could play a million positions and play them well. You know,
Hmm.
which is the two of them. So
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They've had, let's see, six different center fielders since 2016, and he was one of them.
you've also seen him play left. We've also seen him play like what second?
Yeah, for third,
Yeah, all kinds of shit.
I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, crazy things. But yeah, I mean, enjoy your retirement. I think he went out with an injury. I think
Yeah.
his arm is broken.
Yeah. Or something like that. So he
So
was. That's why he was essentially being DFA'd. So it's a very Angels thing to do.
that was one of the one of the parody accounts. Fact Sports, obviously.
Yeah.
But they put a picture up that says Chris Taylor retires again, remembering he plays for Angels. Like, oh yeah, never mind.
That's kind of the Joe Kelly thing. Like Joe Kelly would rather retire than not play for the Dodgers, so he remains
Yeah,
retired. Like,
yeah. Attaboy, Joe Kelly.
yep. Well, hopefully you find someone who loves you as much as Joe Kelly loves the Dodgers, right?
Yep,
And then our second Dodger of the week. Ready for this one?
yep. El Papa.
Mayhem himself.
Yep.
What Mr. Eric Karros?
Eric Karros.
You want to explain why we picked him this week?
So we picked him this week because of there's, if you notice the picture, there's two young lads in this picture who are currently all grown up, and
Yep.
one of them actually played for the Rockies,
Yep.
who were visiting.
Which is Kyle?
So
Yeah, Kyle. Kyle plays for the
yeah,
Rockies. Yeah.
Kyle's. Mhm.
And
So he played against us, and
hit a home run.
I mean, pretty good. Yeah, apparently he's had his only two home runs this season have been both off the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So
Did you see what he said about Miguel Rojas too? Because Miguel Rojas was pitching in the ninth, and that's where Kyle Karros hit his home run.
oh yeah,
And he goes, he said something like, Rojas is not my favorite Dodger of all time.
yeah,
And Steven
yeah. See,
Steven Nelson's like, oh, like relief pitchers? No, all Dodger. Like,
yeah, player ever.
it is funny because I was watching the game. It is kind of cute to see him clam up when his son's at bat.
Yeah,
Like he's focused, right? Like he stops being a broadcaster and just becomes dad. You know, he just wants his sons to do well. You know.
yeah, yeah. I think it was funny. What's it called? Freddie was trying to get Kyle to look up
Oh, at the yeah.
at the booth. He's like, "Hey, isn't that your dad?"
Yeah. And he wouldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even I think Karros they showed him like kind of like slink away when he's like he's like almost hiding in the corner a little bit. Like,
Yeah, he like squished into the corner
yeah,
as much as he could.
so funny. But yeah, rookie of the year for Dodgers '92. SummerSlam '95. We were talking about he's one of those guys that was not as good as we remember him being.
Yeah,
Like we remember him being an absolute stud, but his career stats say otherwise.
yeah,
But we still love you, Eric Karros. Um, the weirdest stat, or two weird stats. Los Angeles Dodgers career sacrifice fly leader was 74.
yeah. When you told me that, I was like, There's no way."
Yeah, that's a weird stat. But he also played in the era
Yeah,
when Dodger Stadium was bigger. So
yeah, sure.
um, this next one blew my mind because it involves another one of our favorite players. Second most career home runs behind Tim Salmon for any player in MLB history who never appeared in an All-Star game.
Yeah,
That seems
I
crazy to me.
yeah, I had to go check that one because I was like, "There's no way Tim Salmon never made it to an All
Right?
Star game." But sure enough,
Nope. Sure
yeah,
enough,
he
he'd never been
never.
to an All-Star game.
Yep.
That's wild. Well, they both played in eras where there were some major studs in their positions.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, if either one of them were like 5 years older, they probably would have been all-star game at once their career,
Yeah.
or younger in either direction. Um, I put in here as a broadcaster for Spectrum Sports in LA, which he is. He does. Um,
Hmm.
he calls random games, but I would be remiss not to mention that he was also on Fox for many years,
Uh-huh.
on the local broadcast. So that's how a lot of us are familiar with Eric Karros, besides player, was him as a broadcaster for Fox LA, Channel 11.
Hmm.
He didn't do a KTLA though, did he?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
KTLA was
No, I don't think
Psycho,
so.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vin Scully and Psycho. Well, not together, but it was either or. Away games were
Yeah.
Psycho, or home away games were Psycho, and home games were Vin Scully. That's right, in KTLA. So yeah, so shout out to Eric Karros. Um, still got that piss and vinegar in him. He's also our favorite insurance commercial character.
Yep. Mayhem. My teenage girl.
He dressed up like this guy. Was it last year's Halloween?
I think so.
It was like perfect.
Yeah.
I was
It's
like,
so good.
I was like, that is amazing. Oh man, so I feel like this is another week where we had a show where it's like there's certain topics we could have made an entire show of,
Hmm.
like salary cap again, right?
Yep.
We'll have to see. I mean, it's still very early in the CBA progress. Obviously, they're just getting it started now because that's how you negotiate. You start early,
Hmm.
so that they're trying. They're both sides don't want to lock out. That's the one thing I think they can agree on.
Yeah.
Because everyone's making too much money and getting way too popular right now to have a lockout.
Yeah.
It
Yeah. I
would
mean, right
be
right now, I think the big news is that they just overtook the NBA as the second most popular sport.
oh yeah.
So they definitely don't want to lose that momentum
Well,
like they
especially
did back in
because
'94.
the trend per I think it was Wall Street Journal reported this, that overall sports viewership has been declining, with the exception of baseball.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So for the four majors, but I think also WNBA is also the other one that's not declining. But
Hmm.
golf viewership has been declining. NFL has seen either zero change or a slight decline, and the NBA has been declining.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
cool though.
it could speak to people just not being into sports anymore, more than anything else.
Hmm.
Because like the biggest drop I think they said was like NASCAR. So it could just be a change in
Oh
demographics, right? So,
yeah.
but another fun show. Thanks everyone who watched along or will watch. Um,
Hmm.
check out our link to Instagram on there. Follow us along. I forgot to post any updates this week. I apologize. I was gonna yesterday. I was like, wait, I didn't post Instagram this week. Crap.
No.
They think we're dead. As always, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you, Kelly, for hanging out.
Of
It's always
course.
fun. And
Yeah. One quick thing
oh,
before we leave,
mm-hmm.
because I think it happened after
Oh, that happened
our
before we
last show.
started. Okay.
No, our previous show
Mm-hmm.
was that Kyle Busch passed away.
Oh, Carl Busch suddenly passed away. Yes, I think
Yeah,
but that was he
like Thursday.
39 or
Yeah,
49? He was not old at all. It was really
he was
weird.
still young.
So shout out to him. Of course, it happened like right after we released our NASCAR card video, which is kind of spooky.
Right? Like,
But
dang. Which he was a part of, I think,
yeah,
too,
I
right?
think we did pull his card in that one. Yeah,
Yeah. So
the Eminem's car too. I think it was, wasn't it?
yeah,
The Camry. So that was a little disheartening to hear. Um, you know, uh, best wishes to his family. It's
yeah.
shocking to everybody.
Hmm. Yeah. So though I hate that we're always like
Leaving
the
on a
downer.
downer. Yeah.
Yeah. So to leave on a good note, you know, Fernando Tatis still hasn't hit a home run. So The vibes are up for Chavez Ravine Fight
3
Club
more weeks.
podcast.
Maybe we'll see. If we make it to Father's Day, we might have to do like a special video or something.
Dude, that'll be so weird if he does it.
Oh my god! Like how many
I'm
games are
kind
we
of
in now?
rooting for it out.
Like will we be at the halfway point of the season yet? Will we be at 81 games?
No, will we? No,
We're at 55 or something right now, right? Yeah.
we'll be close. We'll be
By
close because
Father's
that's
Day, we
close
might
to
be
the end
close.
of. Yeah.
If we get to 81 games, that a home run for him, that's historic.
Holy crap! Especially after hitting so many the year before.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
steroids are a hell of a
that.
drug.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh my god. Just I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't understand it.
Yeah, how the fall off.
Yeah, the fall off is too weird to me. For all 3 of them. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Now, I do
It's like a
understand that league wide,
crazy.
it's been a down year offensively. Right, across the league, it's just not been an offensive. That's why we have so many guys like getting close to Orr Hirschheiser's scoreless runs record, right? Or scoreless innings record.
Yeah.
It seems to pop up like every month now. Like now it's Sanchez, I think. He's at like 39 innings scoreless or something like that. So people keep getting
Oh, I
close to
think
it.
so, yeah.
People keep coming close to it. But it's getting because like this whole season everyone's down offensively. So for whatever reason, time to raise the mound again, or lower the mound. It's gonna be flat now. There'll be no mound.
So as of yesterday, he's up to 44 and 2/3 innings.
Oh man, so he's within spit this 15 innings, right? More because it's 59.
Yeah,
Oh man,
59 and a third, I think. So he still has
and I
a
think
little bit to go, but
is he gonna pitch against the Dodgers this week?
I think I don't. When do they play him?
Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, I don't think so.
It'd be cool if they
He
did. The
played,
Dodgers end that streak.
yeah, because he just played. He just played yesterday. He just played
Oh,
yesterday against the
okay.
Padres. So
Yeah, so he won't. He's just, yeah, he's not gonna go on like 3 days rest. So, damn, would have been cool if they oh he's gonna touch Horse's records, and then Otani takes him yard.
right. Oh, it's fit. Sorry. So Hershiser's record is 59 innings. I forgot that it
59.
did go into the flat. So yeah, because it did go into the next season. I always think of it as just the 88 season, not the 88 and 89.
Well, the crazy thing is that actually would have been longer if you included the postseason.
Yeah. Damn.
Like it's weird how that record would have been crazy much longer, if you measured it differently.
Damn your measurement baseball.
Right? There's a South Park joke about measuring from the base in there, so we'll just leave it at that. All right, everybody. Thanks again for riding along with us. Please like, subscribe, all the good stuff. We will catch you guys in a week.
Later, dudes.